And here we are, everybody. I'm a little late, but that's okay. We just wanted to check in with everybody, make sure everybody's okay. Had a traffic accident last night, so I'm looking a little hellish here. You'll have to forgive me for my appearance, but I just want to say good morning. Happy Thursday morning. I hope you slept well. If not, I hope you worked well. I did. Although one of us went home, didn't go home, went in a stretcher in an ambulance. Because people love to speed through work zones, and a box truck hit a coworker, put a dent in his head from the side view mirror. He's bleeding from his ears. So that's like TBI, brain hemorrhaging. And let's pray he's going to be okay. So I could ask that one little thing from you. I'd appreciate that. Yeah. Slow down for the work zone, everybody. I can't stress it enough. I really can't. But here we are. I hope you understood what I just said, because from what I understand, that guy who's playing Biden, well, he sat in front of a teleprompter or whatnot, and nobody could still understand him. Sliding in sideways to save the day. You got that right, girlfriend. I can't even. We're going to do the pledge. We'll do the national calendar. I feel like I got my hair. Let me just put a hat on. Hang. That's a little better. Yeah, we'll go like that today. Yes, Hooper. He's so young. This is the kid that just battled the brain cancer and also just got married and also just had a baby. So, and the guy or the driver continued to drive. So we had to, get his license plate. It's crazy. What a day. So everybody please slow down for the work zones. Can't stress that enough. So yeah, barely understandable. That's the cover of the New York Post. You can't make it up. I did listen to a little bit of the Christopher Wray thing before I fell asleep. And I did listen a little bit to the coffee talk yesterday before I fell asleep. And I was so happy to see Jason and Tanya come in. I was so tired. though. I actually dozed and I woke up. I heard Tanya, and then I seen that they were all in. It was nice. And I heard a little bit of them talking about the transgender stuff with Elon and his eldest, and that was pretty mind blowing. Not really mind blowing, but it definitely makes the masses more aware. You know? Yeah, God. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I told my coworkers last night, I think Alex needs to switch careers. I really do, because let's just hope he's going to be okay. His wife, to get that phone call 3 a.m. with an infant baby in the room, good morning, Candy. Slow down for a work zone. That's all I'm saying. Can't say it enough today. Cannot say it enough. So what else we got? Oh, let's go to the Gateway. See over here what the Gateway pundit's doing. Okay. So Christopher Wray is throwing the Secret Service under the bus. What else is new? Why do I have this over here? Let me switch me to me. Hey, everybody. I'm like, why am I little? Oh, because I had to share screen. Yeah, Christopher Wray is throwing the Secret Service under the bus, which now everybody's starting to see the Secret Service is just its own little, I don't want to say rogue, but yeah, I guess we could call it a rogue entity. They just do what they want. Yeah. Good morning, Tanya. Tanya, if you want a link, I'll send it to you. I just didn't do it beforehand because I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants. But I'll get it ready. Anybody wants to come in, I'll send the link. Obviously, you got to be one of my peoples. Yeah. So we got that going on. Biden looked very alive. He was popped up on the amphetamines, you think? The vitamin B12 shots, the Lord knows, ambrosias, or whatever else they're putting in his jello. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, so Joe Biden. No, but back to the IRS. Christopher Ray throwing the Secret Service under the bus. I had seen first I want to show you this. I don't know if you've seen this, but this was amazing. I seen this and I was like, only thing I could say is, wow, look at that. Wow. Let me see if you could see that. Can you see that? Let me zoom that in big because that's just amazing. Okay. I know you see it better now. All right. Does that look like a rosary? It sure looks like a rosary to me. Sarah, you getting a load of this? Look at this picture. Is that not insane? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't even get over it. Yeah, I find that astonishing. Absolutely. Oh, amazing. So I seen that. I was like, oh, I gotta see this. I like it immediately. It was good stuff. I put it in the couple God's love channel. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Yeah, anybody wants to come and say hello? One of my friends, you're more than welcome. A couple of them. Yes, that was water. Insane, insane, insane. So I'll send you the links, Tanya, and whoever I have, I'll send it now anyway. So let's see, invite, copy. Yeah, see? Let me get a picture of that because that's what I see and that's what it says. And there it goes, copied. And then what else is there to talk about? There's a lot to talk about. I want to go over the Timothy Charles Homestead thing because you know that guy that called me a pedo, Craig, the Sawman, Sawyer. Anyway, it seems as though Timothy Charles Homestead is insinuating to a nth degree that that Sawman guy may have been somehow involved in the attempted assassination attempt on Donald John Trump. I guess, allegedly. I don't know. But we'll wait and see. We shall wait and see. Tanya, I got you. Hooper. Kimiki. Uh-oh. Why do I not have her email? I'm annoyed. Oh, it's Kimberly. There it is. This one, I think. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Sent out. So I want to know where he got his name, Sawman. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they also say it's alleged, but David Shooter and what's the other guy's name? Adrian John Wells. Cooper, I know you're familiar. Well, David Shooter has insinuated that Craig, that Sawman guy, tortured Isaac Cappy. If that guy that did the videos, the Hollywood actor, who said he was best friends with Seth Green, and we found out his best friend Seth Green was eating babies. He was like, "Whoa, man, what's going on?" But yeah, so yeah, he's the one that said if you eat babies, you're gonna die. That's it. Period. Ended. No exclamation. That guy. So there's a picture of him on the bridge that he forced himself off of, which I always found that peculiar in the headline. I mean, come on. Come on. Like, how much more blatantly in your face could they put it that they just whacked that guy? Oh, he forced himself off a bridge. Excuse me? No, I believe I would be forcing myself to hold on to the bridge for dear life. No, any other way around that. No? Yes, a lot about this guy, Craig Sawman Sawyer. Now, all of the Flintsters are Even Flynn himself severing ties with Craigie. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, he got his movie made, so we don't need him anymore because Craig Solomon's the Hollywood Connect because he had that little freaking stunt dude, tactical something. It was like a consultant, Hollywood consultant, where they show the military people, in the movies, the actors how to hold, like, and how to present themselves. So, like such. There's where you got the name from. Yeah, you've seen clips, right? You've seen clips of Biden? That was insane. I didn't even hear it. I was too busy working. And then I was yelling at people. But yeah, what are you going to do? So, did you hear about the fighter jets? While Joe was about to give his speech, this is hot off the presses. Military intercepts China and Russia fighter jets flying like what do you call that? Wingman style. Whee! Hey buddy, what's going on? Yeah, 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 yeah. Sushi fried rice? No. Stroganoff. Let me stop. But yeah, fighter jets were near Alaska prior to Biden's Oval Office address. Now, if this doesn't scare the masses, because while we have incompetency, dementia out, actor playing whatever, doing his part very well, because everybody believes that this dude has dementia. If he really does, you can't act that. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm saying? Let me stop. So Cappy knew stuff about Hanks and other Hollywood elites. He sure did. Possibly made him. Well, I've heard it from an opinion from another Alex that I know. She, once a female, thinks that he was psyoped himself. Well, not by himself, but Isaac was psyoped by the, bad guys. Tanya's like, Tanya, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's on the Gateway. This article is on the Gateway Pundit. And the US and Canada intercepted 2 Russian fighter jets, 2 Chinese H bombers near Alaska, shortly before the dude playing Biden addressed our nation. NORAD, we all know about NORAD, right? NORAD detected, tracked, and intercepted the 2 military aircraft in the Alaskan air defense zone. So, what are you gonna do? They didn't shoot them down or anything. They weren't seen as a threat, but they just, like the air balloons, let them float on through. They can't even. They can't even. Just like the hot air balloons, just let them float on through. Yeah, why not? No, they said the fighter jets from the US and Canada did conduct the interception, but they didn't physically. They just knew that they were flying per their radar. So, okay. Yeah, this is just to, again, gear up the fear of world war conflict, because that'll get the AI nations. That'll get the masses paying attention. It always does it not? It always does. So they're doing practicing maneuvers like they did in Cuba, you mean? Yeah, with the submarines. Yeah, that didn't have nuclear warheads on. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Hopefully you'll talk to Eric. Eric be like, babe, everything is fine. Relax. What are you gonna do? But I also did hear this, that since Kamala Ding Dong has been announced, the full-on run front end of the ticket, like the presidential spot, right? She's appearing much calmer, much more confident, much you know, resolved in her new path. Like this wasn't the plan all along. Oh yeah, that's why she's ecstatic and it's showing. Uh-huh. I see your number, Camato. I see your number. How about Obama? Yeah, everybody's still waiting on that. Everybody's still waiting on that. But Obama gonna wait till the DNC because he wants an open primary type deal. Open delegate thing or whatever he said, right? Yeah, okay, let's see what's gonna be. Let's see, because I think she pulled in the money, she pulled in delegates, right? But she really doesn't have like, I don't think, popularity support, or what is it that he's waiting on? So consider this. What if he never endorses her? What's gonna be then? Because he is the head of the DNC. He is that whole side. He took over for George Soros, right? Hmm. Eric's going to be back on the 4th, and we'll be praying for him to arrive home safe. Yeah, to his gluten-free food. Yes. I heard about the articles of impeachment being filed for Kamala from our very own not Grace, excuse me, Nancy Mace. So funny, Nancy Grace and Mace, two totally different people, right? Let me see what Nancy Mace's page says right now, because she's pretty on the ball. The latest. Oh, to Kim Cheadle, director, will force the vote with the 48. So, but that was a couple of days ago for Kim Cheadle. She filed the motion to impeach Kim Cheadle, Nancy Mace. Never felt more proud American supporting Israel than tonight. This is by former President, foreign dignitary. I'm sure. Wow. Nancy Pelosi said it was the worst presentation. Netanyahu, she's dogging Netanyahu. Yeah, a lot of these momos, like the whole squad, went like ape shit, for lack of a better word, before Netanyahu even spoke. They were like putting their defiantly, their protest to it right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that was a meme. I thought that was a meme. I seen a picture of Joe Biden when one eye was much lower than the other. And I was like, okay, the rubber mask is slipping. Like, is someone making fun of that? But now I see another picture, which I'm going to show you. And this is a real picture. Like, you can't make that up. What's with the droopy eye, Joe? Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Ski. Good morning, everyone. What's going on? We're just going over some BS. I've been missing out on a lot. So um, we did hear about the two fighter jets over in the Alaska skyways that were intercepted. So, but don't worry. They were just, like the red balloons floating on by. It's going to be okay. I believe it's just fear mongering, honestly. That's what I think, just to get people to start paying attention, because that usually works. But I was talking about Joe Biden. I seemed like I thought it was a meme because one eye was so much lower. But yeah, I look at that and I'm like, yeah, Joe, okay. Somebody get that man silicone to tighten up, please. Somebody, please. So then we had, oh my God. Do you not see the fanfare and the support for Kamala? Is it not hysterical? George Clooney, Jack Black, all these people that donated just millions at that dinner are now like, yeah, no, don't worry, we got Kamala. And I love the chant, prosecutor versus convicted felon. Oh, I was supposed to wear my shirt, but I got home too late. I had a shirt picked out and everything. Dang it. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, if God is good, I can get home in time, you know. Present myself like a bit more of a human, and I'll feel good about life. But I thought that was pretty funny, his eyeball, Joe Biden there. Joe Biden. But let's get back to this Sawman guy, because you can't ever get enough of him. At least I can anyway. Because there's a lot of stuff about this guy that we need to talk about. Yeah, I really do. I do believe um, he's a bad guy. I know he's a bad guy from Jesse Zabota's affidavits. But I don't want to read the affidavit parts again because I've read them quite a bit. Oh, but this is the part where, see, every psychotic killer has a signature kill, right? Every psychotic killer has a signature kill. Who here believes that? I mean, who's watched the women with knives kind of shit on those shows, ID Network and stuff? But seriously, he is a big key. He is a big key, big key, because let's remind everybody, he was Hillary Clinton's bodyguard, her personal bodyguard. So that puts him in the protector role, right? Good morning, Kimmy Cakes. I think I sent a link to your email too. Um, but yeah, so this guy is really out there, deranged. So I said that it's possible that maybe he tortured Isaac Cappy before they forced the dude off the bridge in the middle of the desert, which was also, you can't make that up, conspicuous. So it says in the fall of 1981, and I'm going to read it right from the website because this is going to, you're going to be like, wait a minute. And then Isaac Cappy had rigor mortis and was sitting on the bridge. And then they just pushed him over. They didn't force nothing. um, It said, I was presented at the death of a system defector. So a system defector is someone who was trying to get out of the system, right? Okay. In an unspecified suburban home in the Chicago area, there were 6 protectors present. Craig Sawyer was one of them. Okay. He was leading punishment for a man who tried to escape the Luciferian system. 6 men entered his home around 1 to 12 a.m. They tied him to a kitchen chair, each leg to a leg on the chair by rope that was knotted in boat styles that Craig was known for using. Okay. All right. The man's arms were tied with his wrists behind him. The chair was placed in front of him and slightly to the left of the circular kitchen table. The man in the chair was facing a wooden kitchen hutch. Craig Sawyer was standing in the front of the hutch with a black robe, no hood on. He was leaning over the man and beating him. All right, we don't need to read the part of this, but yeah, basically he had a alias, alternative identity, Tom Carruthers, and he was saying, the guy, that's what you get. You don't even know how to spell my name, blah, 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 blah. But the whole point is right here, he tied him to a chair and held him there while he tortured him, right? And then this guy, he literally cut his neck. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, he touched him and cut his throat. Yeah, he cut his throat. See, anyway, but my point is, in the picture you see of Isaac Cappy, right? Let me search Isaac Cappy, because the picture of Isaac Cappy, you see him sitting on the edge, and he looks. Oh no, that's just a phone call. Dang it. Yeah, wait, because Isaac's called Timothy, talked to his son, done all of that. I want to find the opportunity calls. There's a picture. Let me look under all the Craig articles. Hold on. Try and skim him quick. He's got a lot of articles on this guy because he's been paying attention to him for a while. He's a bad dude. Oh, man. Boy, he's got so much stuff on here. Lord. More than 10 pages. I'm not finding this. I'm so annoyed. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. But anyway, there's a picture of Isaac Happy that was him on the bridge before he went splat. And they're saying that his body looks like he got rigor mortis. And he was in a chair-seated position. So they're assuming, I'm saying assuming because I don't really know, and I'm assuming that they're assuming that Craig tortured Isaac Cappy the same way he did that system defector. Get it? If he was psyoped by the system and then tortured because he tried to defect, it totally makes sense, right? That's crazy. I don't know. I really do think he's dead, though. I was thinking that maybe he was alive in the beginning, but no, I think he's gone. And as for all these actors that are supposedly whatever, if they're living in Whitpro, then so be it. They're always going to be dead. They're never going to come out. So we got to accept that. We got to wrap our heads around all of this stuff, all my tin hat conspiracies being swept under the rug, and me growing old and be called crazy for the rest of my life. I'm accepting that. It's okay. Yes. Yes. That man, the system defector, wasn't named. Wasn't named, but he's dead now anyway. He's been dead since the 80s. Yeah, it's a very hot topic. So back to his homepage, right? We got war correspondent. I love his page. I get so much information on everything. Everything. From the military to, you know what I'm saying? Like Flynn, well, Flynn, I don't really call Flynn military anymore. How you like them apples? He's not. He's really not. So the 2,100 kids rescued by the Marines from underground. And then remember we had the kids in the cave, the soccer team. Jesse's assuming that those kids were trafficked and that Craig also was involved with that. You remember the soccer team where the coach decided they were going to go exploring in the cave? Do you remember that? Chilean? They were in Chile. Oh, wait, what's this? Skeet said, I told my daughter over the phone yesterday that the Pope was a pedo, and she went off on me. And then I just hung up on her. So, like, oh. I'm not laughing at you. I'm feeling for you. I'm really, I can't with these people. When are they going to realize that they've been protecting the wrong people? I mean, if they just realized it was about the children to begin with, we would all be able to get along. I just can't understand why people could support me. Yo, my sister went to a Carlos Santana concert, and I'm like, what'd you do that for? What'd you do that for? Why? Well, it was my birthday. I don't care. Go to church. Yes, Craig was at the rescue for those boys, but from Jesse, she thinks that because he has SEAL training and diver experience, that he was like training the children and whatever they do in their little system, and because he had the skills with the SEALs, right? That yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy is so dirty. I can't wait for them to nail his ass to the wall. But he's doing the Lynn Wood thing. He's like a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm out there doing the good thing. I'm fighting the good fight. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. He's also like Lynn. He's doing the whole born again. I'm Christian. Bible verses, this, that, and the third. But from what I've learned about these bad people, is they know the Bible better than even me. So when they tell me they pray into God, that's fine. But is Jesus Christ their Lord and Savior? Well, they say those words. That's the difference. That is the difference. Because when they're praying to their God, they're looking at themselves in the mirror because that's what they think in their heads. They all are on that same evil field like our God, but they're not. So that's a lot of information. So did you all see the Fandango founder? I did. Yeah. I think Kim was talking about that too the other day. I did hear about the Fandango guy. You have to wonder, right? What Kimmy's saying. Kimmy says they all took forever to find them kids. Yes. Yes. You remember that, right? That's all connected. That's why I said it's all amazing to me how it's all connected. Because just like when I told you there's a good side and a bad side, but they're all bad because the good side tries to make like they're the hero, like the Mike Flynn's, like the Lynn Woods, like, oh, I'm defending the Atlanta Olympic bombing, Atlanta Olympic City bombing guy. Remember Richard Jewell? Linwood came in like a hero. Okay. Okay. hmm He did it with Rittenhouse too. He did it with Rittenhouse too. See, that's when you could. That's why I always compile a lot of info from all sources. Compile, you know what I mean? If I know the sources, like a Liz Crokin, Flynn Fan, whatever, I'm like, I consider that too, because I know it still might be good information from a bad source. Because nobody really wants to follow a bad guy, right? But I'm blocked by him anyway, so I can't follow him if I want to. But I have friends that love me and they stalk him for me. I'm like, yo, I need to know what he's doing right now, which is just because I want to know what the 2.0 is up to. Everybody loves the 2.0s. Everybody thinks the 2.0 is an OG, which is funny to me. It's amazing how much support this guy still has. He's to me, he's like freaking Craig the Sawman Momo. Not that you care what. Oh, folks, famous clip movies. Which one is that? I know. Swan dive off 20. Yay, it was all right. Let's it's just floating by like a red balloon. Like the fighter jets off of Alaska. Yeah, it's okay. Good morning, First Nick. How's everybody doing? All right, listen, national calendar. We zip past the thing. Let's do the calendar. We'll do that first. Let me get the present up. Bada bing and bada boom. And then here it is. Ooh, oh, look at that. National Hire a Veteran Day. I'm loving it. National Refreshment Day. It has a flight of beers the fourth Thursday in July. It's Thirsty Thursday, everybody. Mm-hmm. National Hot Fudge Sunday. And, you know, if you're too shishi frou-frou, you can have your wine and cheese instead. Also, National Merry-Go-Round Day. And National Thread the Needle Day. Speaking of, Mrs. Ham, can I have my pants back, Mrs. Ham? I got my new work pants at the seamstress. And that's actually, listen, she's Asian, but she says, call me Mrs. Hem. So that's her name, Mrs. Hem. I do love her. Amelia loves her too. So that's the national calendar. Now we're going to do our, what do you want to do? Which song we want to do today for the Pledge of Allegiance? We'll do it good. There's a flag right there in that picture. You see it with the 9/11 memorial? Okay. So they say Lord in their prayer. Exactly. They say Lord and God, but not Jesus. Touche, Melinda. That's what I'm saying. That's why when Kim was like, well, which God? I want to know what God he prays to. Don't worry, it ain't ours. It ain't ours. I'm telling you, they know that stuff better than me, and I don't ever claim to know it like that. I'm still learning it day by day, week by week, you know? That's it. That's it. So, back to the present. Which song do we want to hear? Give me a Pledge of Allegiance song that you would like to. Which version? We can go with the old school Lee Greenwood. We can go with Donald Trump and January Sixers. We can go with what's that gentleman's name that we like so much? John Wayne. What? YouTube's not loading? Okay, YouTube's not loading here, so I'll go here. What do you want? January 6th. January 6th it is. Let me get that right here. Turn up the volume. Go to the music. Music. And make sure we can hear. That's not it. Did you hear that? What is it? What's the name of that song? Justice for All, Donald Trump. There it is, guys.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let that resonate for a second. Oof, man. You know, so glad we got enough people out there willing to fight and save our country, like me, like him, like everybody here that's just had it with everything that's going on for so long in our politics and in our government and in the school system. I used to tell the immigrants when I worked with them, because I worked with a lot of guys from South America, South and Central America. I told you when I was a supervisor in the hazardous waste, HAZWAPER stuff. And they all were sending their money home, taking care of their family, buying property, doing what they did. They make decent money here. And I look at them, I was like, nice. I got this, I got that. They tell me they got cattle, they got chickens, they got this, that. I'm like, whoa, nice. Look, all right. They say, well, you guys, I got nowhere to go. This is my country. This is it for me. I'm not going nowhere. This is born, dying here, right here. American. I'll go to work. Don't worry. I got it. But I always thought that was amazing. I still do, actually. Two of the operators were talking about who's got the bigger boat. I was like, I had to walk away. I got so annoyed. What's this video? Has anyone seen the video talking about Kanye about the no? Hold on a second here. Was it on Twitter? I don't know how to spell Kardashians. How long ago was it? Because seeing something from April of last year. No. We'll go past week. What? What is this? Did you guys hear about this? This is alarming. Let me share this. Hold on. As I was searching for the Kardashian thing, I thought this was from the man himself. Elon denies the report of $45 million a month to pledge to Trump, says he doesn't subscribe to a cult of personality. What? Though he has created the political action committees, the PACs, to fund the Republican candidate, the billionaire told the conservative commentator Jordan Peterson. I am not subscribing to Fortune, but okay. So but what? Oh, you're not confused? I thought he was. I thought he was. Our Zuckerbucks. What happened? Somebody check on Elon. I know. What do you need? Write a list. I can't even. Write a list. What do you need? I still want to go to Miss Linda and help her out. But I gotta get down. I gotta see I got some things going on. We gotta figure it out. All right. So I don't know what's going on with Elon. I'm not too happy. I just gotta say that right now. We want your money, honey. We need it. Why is he denying reports? It's not true. Here, let me share this one. I found an article I don't have to pay for. I'm not paying for articles, especially on liberal freaking news sites. Okay, he denies the report that he's going to donate this 45 million a month. But wait a minute, he said it's not true. He's making lower level donations. Okay, 40 million. Let me stop. uh, yeah, where did this come from? I thought it came from him himself. I hate these stupid things. People lie, they make a meme, they put it out there. Ugh. Now that I've done is created a PAC or super PAC, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's called the American PAC. All right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm making some donations to the American PAC, but at a much lower level. Okay. What? It's ridiculous. Boy, you give Trump your last penny. What's wrong with you? Oh man. So I don't know. He's not giving the monies like we thought. Now I'm a little annoyed. It's all right. We'll get it from somewhere else. You heard he was too, right? I know. Definitely he's Zuckerberg is friends with the Obamas for sure. Trump said Elon was. If Trump said Elon was, then Elon better get out his bank checking account checkbook. That's what I meant to say. That's all I have to say about that. For real, for real. Like, good morning, sunshine. Now, let's see. Let me check out this day in history. Wow. Oh, the Concorde supersonic plane, Air France, 2000. I remember that. Killed 109 people on board and 4 others on the ground. Yeah. The Concordes were grounded for 3 years. Yep. Ah, I can't stand him. Bob Dylan is on this day in history, and I can't stand him because I used to love him. But then when I found out he sold his soul to the devil, and that's just how he is, he's just a piece of shit. And I'll never listen to him again. That's why I got praise music. I don't need any other kind of music because I know that music industry is the most. No, I've been here. I know the music industry is the most polluted with the satanic realm stuff. Hey, Slick, how's it going, Bubba? You still working? Good for you. You driving that truck? Don't run over my cones. Pulling in and out of the work areas. And slow down for the work zone. Yeah, that's like going to be on repeat all day. All day. So this day in history, Puerto Rico attained its own government as the Commonwealth of the United States in 1952. Can we take, we got to reverse a bunch of things, no? Just saying. Just saying. We got to reverse a bunch of things. In 1868, the United States Congress formed the Wyoming Territory. So that was a long time ago. And that's about it. Not that lot of that. Yeah, it's not too exciting this day in history. Yeah. What are you going to do? This day in history is boring. The good thing was the national calendar. They had some good things. You want cheese and wine, go for that. You know what I mean? Just feeling snooty. Trump said at the RNC at his last rally that Elon was going to be loading him up with the bucks, right? Well, what's up with that? Is Trumpy Bear lying? I don't know him to be a fibber. I'll be very upset if he's fibbing. I'm just saying. Today's cover, let's see. Sonic Broom. Nope, let's see the front. They stand with evil. What do you think of this BB at the I didn't see, I didn't hear it. I was probably asleep while he was addressing Congress. Um, but what do you think of this whole thing? You think they're gonna still line up the bucks for this guy or what? I'm ready for the yes. Me too. Yes. Me too. I'm so ready. Bums you out. I'm a music lover. I know, right? Exactly. And that's what happens. By the time they get big, they making that deal. They're busting their ass. They're doing everything they can. Okay, okay, okay. What do I gotta do? And then it's how bad do they want that record deal? And they all kowtow. They all go by the wayside. They all capitulate to the devil. Isn't that sad? Isn't that so sad? Yeah, I know. We were just talking about it. Elon himself denied it. I'm like, yo, I want to get Trump on the phone. Yo, what's what? There's three sides to every story. Yours, his. Now can the rest of us have the truth? What's going on? We need some Zuckerbucks. I'm a little annoyed. I'm really annoyed with that. Yeah, something ain't right. Super annoyed. Can you be super annoyed? Yeah, I can be super annoyed. I could be anything I want to be. Mhm. Let's see what's on Breitbart. Oh, oh, wait a minute. This is fresh from last night. We're all sitting here waiting for Barry Soetoro to endorse Kamalama Ding Dong. Well, apparently, he's not even going to do it at all because he doesn't think she's going to beat Trump. He says she's going to lose to Trump. So that's why he's refused to endorse her. Obama is very upset because he knows she can't win. Ooh, he must be spinning. Oh, as they say, sewing buttons. He's sewing buttons. Obama, lama, ding dong. He's another one. I can't. He knows she's just incompetent, but everybody else knows that she's the female Obama. So isn't this hysterical? Like as quick as they were to throw Joe Biden under the bus, Obama's throwing shade at his girl. Or whatever you want to call it. What are her pronouns? Let me stop. Yeah, crazy. Breakfast pizza. Pizza. Yeah, just pizza. Yo, every now and then I crave cold pizza, but it's like a rare, like a blue moon thing. But yeah. There's a top. Wait, what's this, Melinda? What'd you say? There's this documentary called "I Sold My Soul." Yes, see. I didn't see that, but I've seen it through other clips, which makes sense of where they got a lot of it from, especially a lot of these people, like the blues people back in the day. Yeah, sucks. Yeah, the conversation will yield someone else. Obama's holding out on. They don't have. Who do they have? Who do they really have? Gavin Newsom, what California looks like, he can go see where he's got to go. Kamala Ding Dong, she's from California. Look at that. What'd she do with the, I thought about that stuff and I shared it out, the website from Roderick about the forced sterilization advocacy website. Oh man, I can't believe. I know these people are evil, but sometimes it still even amazes me the depths of their evil. You know? I want to see this too. I want to see this too. I want to see it. But no, she got on board with Kamalama Ding Dong, her and her husband. Yeah. What's this? Sarah says, I'm not understanding how camel toe is pushed in. I know. The process went to the wayside for the dent. It totally did. They don't give a flying fluke. And that's what it is, too. They let everybody know. No, yeah, you all wanted, you stressed your primary. Y'all put non-contested for Joe Biden, right? How many times did he lose to double digits of uncontested or uncompetent, no confidence in Joe Biden, right? Didn't he get those votes for the primary? So all those people, they damn skippity ain't Kamalama. They're not going to vote for her. No way. No way. Even the lady who was sad and mad at the pool. She was sad because, Joe Biden got ousted because he was the one that was going to beat Trump in her head. And she was mad because she knew, just like Obama Lama, everybody got a bing, bing. I'm tired. But yeah, Big Mike, I love it. I didn't bring my pod track, but I'm going to get that audio on there and I'm going to hit the button. Let me stop. You think? No way. I don't know. There's a lot of things I'll wait and see on, but that one I'm not going to hold my breath on. Definitely not. Who's this? They sold more than their souls. Yes. Yes, they did. Exactly. And you remember what I told you? 4 times a year. Even the hierarchy, the upper echelon, or whatever you want to call it. They have to record themselves doing evil deeds. Record video, audio, record. How do you think Frazzle Drip became known? How do you think? It's crazy, right? Crazy. And that all ties into Signature Kill. Frazzle Drip is Hillary's signature kill. That was her favorite thing to do. Yes, believe that. What's this? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought that was from Gloria with Slick right now. Hey, Slicky. Yeah, they do. Slick Big Mike won't surprise me. What's this? Robert John. Oh. Couldn't think of his name, Tanya. Thank you. That's why I said the blues people. And I was like, I was thinking I couldn't think of it. Yeah. Leave Slicky alone. I wanted to, oh shit. I wanted to ask this question. I just heard this the other day. I want to make sure I get it right. Oh, from the Bill Cooper book that Roderick suggested. I put it on my Audible, I'm almost done. But anyway, it said that when you're into the Freemasonry, right? Remember I told you they vet out their initiates, you know what I'm saying? They vet them out to see what their parameters are, their willingness, right? Well, they said that one of the things was, I believe it was to spit on a cross, if I'm remembering correctly. And they said some don't. Some just will not do it. That's blasphemous, disrespect, put it under what you want. And they say, okay, no problem. But then they'll never achieve another higher level in their masonry. They just stay right there, plateaued. But the ones that are willing to, that actually do it with no qualm, no hesitation, that those are now, like American Idol, they just guide the ones through that they want, that they know. Yeah. It's crazy shit, man. I'm like, that Bill Cooper, he has so much information. He's rambling in that book. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I listen to it a little bit faster too, but so yeah, that's how I heard that. Someone needs to throw me a donut with my coffee. You don't need no donuts. You need no donuts. I like making my own bidets. Stranger things have been known to happen. Ain't that the truth? Yo, what's gonna be with this Big Mike? Is it gonna be? I keep going back and forth. Big Mike or Hillary? Big Mike or Hillary? Both of them. I don't know. One of them. Either one. I don't know. But I'm like, because again, the oblivious still think Hillary is good. They still think none of that stuff we've said about her is wrong. Okay, she might have screwed up with her emails. This is exactly how they say it. Like, okay, yeah, she's what? Baffles me. Yeah, Skeet's a good shot. I'd take her out. Yeah, you don't need no donut. You just had pizza, for crying out loud. Now you want a donut with your coffee? What are you, stoned? I can't. What you eating? So what else is there to talk about? Let me check out Telegram. Hold on. I've been putting stuff in here. It's going crazy. Yes, Granny, I'm on. Is Granny in the house? Someone send Granny the link. Granny, Granny girl, where you at? She was doing a book, what do you call it? Junket, where they go around and publish, promote the book promoting tour. That's what she was doing the last I'd seen. But it wasn't her because damn, she looked good. I mean, not like sexy good, but like younger, like skin wise, hair wise, everything. Yeah. So that's, I cringe when I see those I know. Some of them, yeah. I heard that was a whole scam that they picked the people, and that whole background story shit, like Kelly Clarkson. Think about it. Think about so many of them that went in and then they got into the system, and then the ones. It's so funny because you got a couple of winners that won and then they fell off. You never heard anything. And then I was listening to K-Love and I heard Jordan Sparks, and I'm like, yo, that was a girl from American Idol. Oh, it's Amelia. I don't think this one bought in. Yes, okay, Granny, you made it. Good girl. I was looking for you. I was looking for you. So yeah, let me check out the telegrams because there's some stuff I've been throwing in here like crazy. I have to catch up. Yes, this is what I was trying to remember earlier. I have it right here. I was talking about Secret Service, right? So this is this guy. I just started following him not too long ago because he's got some pretty good statuses out there, or little thoughts, if you will. And his name is Wyatt. Austere, whatever, Wyatt. It says, in case anyone here wasn't aware, legendary conspiracy buff Bill Cooper, who I was just talking about what thing with the Freemasonry, said that the Secret Service agent in the car is the one who shot JFK. Remember? Okay. RFK Jr. says that his father's Secret Service bodyguard is who shot him, not Sirhan, right? The assassin who they said did. Okay. Now it's evident that the Secret Service was behind the Trump assassination. Ding, 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 ding. I hate that Trump had to come so close to dying, but this is going to be massive, and the Secret Service is going to be completely exposed. It is no longer a secret that they serve someone else. I thought that was amazing. I'm like, this guy is on it. He is so on it. I'm grateful I follow him because I like not being alone in my thoughts, and my feelings. It's a beautiful thing. And I was like, oh, I gotta tell everybody this one. So that was what I was saying. The whole thing now with Timothy Charles pointing it out that Craig the Sawman Sawyer, who also, there's another article, who was also in contact with Donald Trump's Secret Service team. So remember when we said it was an inside job? Yeah, well, apparently there was a mole on Donald Trump's team. Apparently, allegedly. Yeah, the Secret Service serve Lucifer and the Luciferian Brotherhood system. The Secret Service are the protectorates of said system. Think about that. Think about that. They have like, what do you call it? Carte blanche, right? Of the law authority. Like, seriously. If Secret Service were to knock on my door right now and tell me the president is here, and I would have no warrant at all. They would walk through, make sure my house was secure. Absolutely. Absolutely, hands down, right? Amazing. Carte blanche. I'm laughing because they going down. And I'm just watching and waiting. I love it. So that's what I wanted to read about that. And then we got Just for C's. Just for C's statuses. She shared, Jessie Zaboter and Shanti from Soul Solutions, African Rising. sorry, African Rising Africa, some stuff. I forgot. Anyway, but she has 2 channels. Anyway, they were decoding The Simpsons. All the episode clips that have gone viral. I do ask myself about Dan Bongino. You know, I've been asking myself about Dan Bongino for a minute. You know this, Hoopa. Do away with all of those. Yep. Corrupt agencies. Yep. I'm going to tell Trump that. Absolutely. Ah, that's a beautiful thing for sleeping in. You're allowed to, Kim. I got you. Don't worry. We did the pledge. We did the national calendar. We did this day in history kind of was blah, blah. But and we're doing the Timothy Charles thing because he's listen, it's a good thing they named him Home Seth because homie is always right. Just like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was right about everything. Yeah, well, I think he got his information from Timothy Charles Homestead. Just saying. Because the Luciferian Brotherhood system has been trying to kill that man for 10 plus years. And they've only been trying to kill Donald Trump for like 7. So I think TCH gets the crown on that one. Yay! Seriously. So what's this cool show? What's this cool show? I shared this to myself. Oh. Oh, let's see this. This is like one of those Q ones. I don't know this guy. Cool show. It's KUWL.show. Inform speculation alert. We love speculation. I love speculating. Okay. The closing act this week for all with willing eyes to see, given all the world's a stage and your own knowledge, we're saving Israel for last. Yesterday's unique swearing of 200 NYPD elite officers for a special duty assignment in Washington, D.C. takes on a special significance just prior to Bibi Netanyahu addressing his fellow citizens. Oh, yeah, aka the dual citizenship. You know, the majority of our Congress members are. Yeah, and his meeting this Friday with the commander of the Global Continuity of Government. Military operation, anyone? Let's follow the yellow BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and what was the S one? Syria, I think. BRICS, you know the BRICS. Let's follow the BRICS road. Number 1, Butler, PA, failed assassination attempt. Most likely ordered, coordinated, and financed by Bibi's associates from his controlled 3-letter agencies. Number 2, Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump being officially nominated as the 2024 GOP nominee and becoming entitled to daily military intelligence briefings. Oh, yeah, that's right. He gets the military briefings now. Number 3, AI Biden getting COVID, withdrawing from the 2024 race and just disappearing. Number 4, Kamala Miracle. Simulation powered by AI, foreign money laundering through ActBlue, the DNC, substitution alchemy, and swamp polling. Broadcast via the Smith Month legalized propaganda act. Okay. Yeah. Number 5, Biden, Kamala, and Shadow POTUS Obama Lama Ding Dong are all AOL for Bibi's head of state official visit. Number 6, International Criminal Court's recent damning of crimes against humanity and the indictments for Bibi Netanyahu. Number 7, which is where I was like, whoa, okay. The CrowdStrike coincidence. Number 7, the CrowdStrike coincidence. Cover-up OPA via Ukraine-based servers. Interesting. Number 8, Silicon Valley tsunami of endorsements for Trump. Yes, thank you, Mr. Ackerman and all your friends. I'm not so sure about Peter Thiel, but we'll take your money too. Let me stop. Yeah, so the tsunami of endorsements unleashed a massive money, political power, and voter influence that pieces the final crypto nail in the Federal Reserve's fiat-lined coffin. Oh, I love that line. Love it. Number 9, allowing the abusive Marxist tap dance to continue destroying our unalienable rights, freedoms, wealth, and unity, simply to incrementally awaken a few more uninformed sleepers, has passed to the point of being productive. And number 10, we the people, the world over, have in sufficient numbers reached the tipping point of knowledge, understanding, wisdom, capacity, unity, and resolve to massively overwhelm the demonically possessed sellouts who have been installed to operate this godforsaken prison planet for an elite few. Fire, straight fire. Number 10. Thank you very much. These 10 points lead me to my enough is enough assessment based objectively from a global military operation and humanity rescue point of view. Okay. The world stage is set in DC this week, and now could be our time, given our already assured victory shouldn't require substantially more loss of precious humanity or valuable time to secure it. The fall of the cabal is here. Would love to read your opinions. Yo, you got it. This guy is a new follow. He tagged Elon. He tagged that kid Ariel. He tagged Derek Johnson. He tagged the praying medic guy who's a Flynn Floozy. I don't know who these other people are. But my point is, this dude, Rob Cunningham from Cool Show on X, I'm liking where he's going with that. You know what I mean? So I just had to read that, share that. Thought that was pretty awesome. Fire is right? Ooh, Operation Paperclip, what about it? Isn't that when they brought all the Germans over? Yes, they brought them over to Argentina. Yes, Southern America and the United States. Yes. And then they created high fructose corn syrup and all those poisons, and they started to corrupt our food industry and everything, the schools and everything. Slicknard endorses Trump. Beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. And Zelensky said, oh, yes, I believe so. Has Trump? No, he has his own meeting set with him. I believe it's for Friday. And Kamala, too. She don't want to go to the Senate because she got her own meeting. Yeah, please. The Nazis had their SSs, too. Absolutely, Granny. Granny, you're so on it. What's this O'Keefe thing I missed? Oh, Act Blue was just exposed by James O'Keefe. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I love it. How did Biden get COVID when he's been vaccinated? When he's vaccinated, prevent you from getting it. He said he would fake an illness and just remove himself from the race, which he did. He stepped aside. So that's what he was doing. What do you got? Have a great day, y'all. Keep your stick on the ice. Yeah, we don't do hockey, bro. No, let me stop. Yeah. Have a good day, Frank. Keep it sleazy. Let me stop. And so, yeah, they decoded The Simpsons. I'll share, this is part 2, but it's 2 parts, part 1 and 2. I'm going to share it to the coffee talk in case you guys want to watch it, because I found it super interesting. And you kind of laugh because you're like, wait a minute. And she discusses not so much that, The Simpsons with their predictions, but it's really preemptive programming. And that most of the plot lines they got were from the Project Looking Glass. Not Project Paperclip, but Project Looking Glass, where they would take the kids that were in the system and they would train them, spiritual warfare type stuff, and they would be seers. They would be able to see whether it was scenes or the end result or some kind of something, and then they would go, okay, we're going to play this out like that. Well, according to Jesse Marie Zabota, that they haven't been able to see, they can't see past 2024. None of them. So something significantly changed to offset their whole plan. You understand? So all that little end game that they were trying to reach has been eschewed by, I don't know what. I'm waiting to find out. But when I know, I'll let you know. As soon as I think I know, I'll come back. What this kid said, how's that dumb bitch gotta communicate with him? All that. Listen to me. Amelia said it. They stopped tickling her feet. She was struggling. She was struggling so hard. We got Hooper in the house, everybody. Let's say good morning to Hooper. She hid behind the cackling. She hisses and slithers.
I was like, I gotta come in and say hi. I don't know.
Awesome. Love it.
So, okay, I've been dying to ask you about that guy, the Getty guy, talking about the Gettysburg, underneath the Gettysburg. Have you seen anything on him?
No. I got
Nothing.
so much stuff I have to catch up on.
He's after Craig Sawman Sawyer, big time. And I said it earlier in the chat, something about the Getty. It's not Free the Getty, but it's I don't have my phone. I left it in the other room. Shit. I got to get the information and send it to you. Anyways, he talks about the Gettysburg and what is it, 10 stories below underground. He goes, that is one of the biggest places that they have all these kids and people. Is under the Getty. I'll send you
Under
his
the
name.
museum itself, right?
His name is Kelly, something Stephen D. Kelly or something like that.
But they have a museum where the Gettysburg Address was delivered, right?
Yeah. And
that's under the museum itself is where they have a temple and they do these ritualistic stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Anyways, he's hot after Sawman Sawyer.
Good. I'm so happy. And you know what else? That Phil Williams from News 5, he got quieted. I don't know what happened, but he's mum now. And he was on him too for the saying that the sheriff was involved with the kid thing. Yeah, the news reporter in Tennessee. Remember I was telling you the Phil Williams guy?
Yeah.
They shut him up. Hooper.
Now
you don't hear nothing. I'm like, what the frick? And now, but all the Flynn people are separating from Sawman because they know he's going down. He's got so much exposure. Alex Jones was like, I want to give him $250. We're going to give him $250,000. Yo, what?
See, I know. Why isn't Alex Jones dead? Why is that guy not dead if he has no money and can't afford anything, especially
I said that after the Bohemian Grove video. How is this guy still alive? After he went in and taped, because you know why? Because Alex Jones is light side of the system, like Mike Flynn. They're the ones that are going to tell you what the bad guys are doing, so you're aware. Get it?
Yeah.
Now they gave us the knowledge. We know. Oh, are we complicit unbeknownst to us? Yeah. It's terrible, right? The manipulation. When I was younger, my uncle gave me a book, Master of Manipulation, right? The rules, how to be a master of manipulation. I read it as a child. Not that I was a manipulative individual, but I guess it's just something that always stuck with me, and I can identify it. Just like I told you guys, Sheep No More, that book, how you can identify perpetrators so you will no longer be a victim.
All right.
It's just certain things they stick to.
I got a pretty good bullshit meter.
Yeah, I do have a good bullshit meter too. But all these things throughout my life made me that way. So I'm like, oh, I remember that. Wait a minute, I know something about that. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on a second. And it just clicks, Yeah.
The more you
like
see,
Pastor
the more
Paul.
it all just starts coming.
Yes, like Pastor Paul. Remember I was talking about fundamental truths? It was Pastor Paul. I couldn't remember where I heard it. I was like, wait, I just heard it. He's talking about one of his theological professors in college. They were having this conversation. He was like, well, what about fundamental truths? He goes, Paul, of the 10 fundamental truths, only 3 of them are really like important.
I've been studying the other 7.
It's crazy, but it's just funny how certain shit just sticks. And when I see the movie Slumdog Millionaire, I'm like, yeah, that's how I got my smarts, 100%. Just life.
Right? Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah, Gettysburg is huge. That's why the facility underneath has got to be massive, just like DC. See, listen, remember when we seen the pictures, the images at night? Remember they would close all the lights at the DC? Everybody was like, yo, blackout in the White House. Do you remember that? Me and Sarah, I remember me and Sarah watching the White House cam, Keto too. We were watching the White House cam like crazy. those children were being removed from the underground of the White House. Yeah. Yeah. So when you want to know why Obama wanted $65,000 worth of hot dogs flown in,
It's just been
what do you think?
happening
Where do
so
you, I
many
know
years.
it's disgusting.
It's
It's
hard for
disgusting.
me to it's hard for me to talk about all of this silly stuff like this stupid assassination. It's so ridiculous because I believe that the stuff that's happening underground with the children and the sovereign military and all of that, I think that is our biggest issue because if that wasn't there, there would be no corruption. You
I
know,
agree. I agree.
it
Well,
really
we
the
said it.
children are the issue, I think.
Yeah, absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? We just said it last week, not
Yeah.
even, no, this week maybe, I can't remember my days, but it's the truth. So no matter, every man is corruptible. Seriously. It just takes that one given time and moment. Man, that was the battle. Devil brought sin into the world, right? Through man,
Yeah,
through
yeah,
man. When
yeah.
Adam ate the apple from Adam, he tried to blame Eve.
And it's easy to be corrupted. You know, I pray, I just thank God every day that it hasn't happened to me because it could happen so innocently, I think. I think it
Yeah.
could happen a lot easier, like taking campaign money. If I was just running for someone here in town, something here in town, just that one small donation from a guy I didn't know that could be, I mean,
And it'll always come back. That's the thing. Like now they're critiquing everything and anything Kamala ever said or did or had a part in, like with the Summer of Love and bailing out the criminals from the Antifa group.
yeah.
They're like, yo, she was supporting that big time. And in the Jesse Smollett thing, oh, Jesse Smollett is a sweetheart. He's my kind of guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right,
Yeah. What she wanted to say is Jesse Smollett is as good as me on his knees. But she didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's what she wanted to say, but she didn't. Wait, what's
Yeah,
Kim saying?
right.
If the U.S. Department of Family
Yeah.
and Child Services has eliminated child trafficking, yes, CPS, CPS. But don't forget, they also take children because listen, the menu, guys. You got to remember, you keep placing yourselves, your children on menus. You do Ancestry, you do 23andMe. You know what I'm saying? You're
Social
placing your
media.
child. Yeah, again, post a baby picture of your child in a bath on the Facebook. You just put your kid on a menu. I mean, as sad
And
as it
that's
is,
so true. That's so
people
true.
need to think like that. If they thought, wait, before I post this, I know it's an innocent picture of my daughter's birthday, whatever it might be, example, you know what I mean? But you have to really think about it seriously and
Yeah,
hard. Because
yeah.
I get very funny with when my niece was a baby. With my sister, I was like that. No, 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 no. No, you don't. Why do you need to put pictures of the baby up? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, I'll put pictures of the baby up. It's just amazing how, like, instinctually, I was like, yeah, that's not cool. Because just like the freaks in the clapper, we let them come in and say, hey, introduce yourself, and we see the worst of. Well, I guess it's the best of them or the worst of them. You take your pick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But they're exposing themselves immediately, like, yo, for real. We all know where
yeah.
we can go to get that if we want to see that. We didn't need to see that there, but people don't care. It's
Everything is a
all
menu. I mean, just thinking about how many people really disappear and how many people they're really killing, it's mind-boggling. And it's worse than even I think it is. You know,
yeah.
I don't know how they get rid of them. They're all involved in the morgues. They gotta be, to get in the funeral homes to get rid of them all. Don't
Well,
buy lab-grown diamonds anymore, people. Do not
why do
buy a
you
lab-grown diamond.
thank
Don't
you.
buy
Why do you think they're
yeah.
normalizing having your family do the green funeral
And
thing where you
how
plant
about
them in a tree or with the ashes, like they're doing that, right? They're pushing
no,
that.
the living tree, the living tree.
Thank you.
Exactly,
Living
tree
tree
of
is what they
life.
call it too.
That's in
Yeah,
all the movies,
yeah.
okay?
Come
I
on.
mean, even in your food, I pray every day about my food because they're putting that shit in our food every day. And they label it as organic. They label it as, raw,
Natural. Natural
natural,
flavors, natural ingredients, all natural.
natural flavors. That is people. It is remains that they don't have anything to do with it. It's waste that they, yeah, yeah.
Remember that, because these companies will slap natural on and laugh at us, and they, unbeknownst to us, made us cannibals.
It's a sick ritual.
It is a sick ritual, because just like that movie, there was a movie, Menu or whatever, the Menu. Remember with the chef? And do you remember that movie? I know you've seen it, Hooper. I know you did.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, but anyway, you don't think they really do that? When you go to these high-end, like Nobu type restaurants, think about how
no.
sick these people are.
You
Think about
can
it.
Google right now cannibal restaurants and find them. They're all over.
But
You
those are
know?
people that are in their head freaky, and they're like, let's try it, whatever. Oh, steak tartare, no big deal. Huh. But
No.
the more deceitful factor is the ones that are like, you think you're going to a high-end 15-course plate,
Yeah.
tapas type, and it's, you know what I'm
These
saying? The
these
ingredients are
famous
not.
chefs these famous chefs are not dying for a reason. They're
Thank
tired
you.
of cooking people.
Thank
They
you.
are. They're being
Thank
killed
you.
because of that. They're like, I'm done.
Oh, what
Yeah.
about, I got into Gordon Ramsay, the research, all the chef contestants that were on his show,
Oh,
how many committed suicide
I bet you
because
that
he
was deep.
abused them.
Committed
It
suicide, yeah.
was. Yeah, they committed suicide because they couldn't handle it. It was too much. He was so mean to
Did
them.
he
Yes,
did
it
he
brings a whole
really?
new.
Did he
Yes.
really?
I don't know, it was a lot, but then I looked at Gordon differently, and I'm like, you know what? And I don't know, maybe that's just the thing, Hell's Kitchen with the art thing, but I don't know. I just kind of stay far away from Gordon now. I'm
Yeah.
waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. I didn't see his name on the list, but it's kind of hard for me to believe not.
He might have just been made to he might have just been made to cook it.
I know. I know.
You're still
That's
part
what I
of it,
think. That's
you
what I
know?
think. Some of them, they utilize their culinary skill to get over on us, and we don't even realize it.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. When I realized about McDonald's and human meat, and that I got so sick to my stomach, I can't even tell you, that I
Yeah.
said, I've already eaten human meat. I know I have. I
Yeah,
know I
and
have, because I've eaten McDonald's throughout from the 80s till freaking early 2000s. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I don't like that. I know that, believe you me, which makes my fasting easy, very
yeah,
easy, extremely easy. I look at the grocery store, I see poison. Swear.
yeah,
It makes it
yeah.
easy for me, because now that I know, I look at things differently, and I do change. I've changed, and I do things a lot differently. Like,
It's
to the
hard to
point where,
unsee. It's so hard to
yeah.
unsee the back because everything makes so much sense and everything is involved. It's so big, it's mind-boggling.
Yes, they have cannibal. You didn't know about this? I'm surprised, Skeet. Listen, Glenn Close, Glenn Close, right? And was it Glenn Close or the other one that looks like her? The Devil Wears Prada one. What's that one's name?
Oh, Faye Dunaway? No, she didn't look
No,
like her
come
though.
on. How old are you?
That's another
Yeah,
old bat
yeah.
like
Okay, that looks
that loves musicians, that love they
who's
look
who's the
like
actress that was with the Devil Wears Prada movie, the blonde one, not Anne Hathaway,
I'm close and when
the
what's
old.
oh, I'm blank.
I know, I'm blanking too. Streep, thank you. That one.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Meryl Streep. I read this in an article years ago. I'm talking 2016, 2017, Frazzle Trip area. Okay, when that Pizzagate shit broke, I read in an article that Hillary's daughter, Chelsea Clinton, and Meryl Streep frequent a restaurant that was cannibalism restaurant. They sold human meat. See, now this is my point. They try to normalize it, like by trend setting,
Yeah,
saying,
trend,
"Oh, you want to eat?" Yes, that's the word,
trend.
trend setting. They want to normalize it by making it like a trendy thing, so everybody wants to take part in it. But they say, "Oh, you want it?" That's how they advertise it. You want to eat your favorite celebrity? Blah 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 blah. Oh, we got DNA from Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Brady or whoever. if there's a real female out there, I would name one, but they're just not coming to my mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, so but you could take their DNA because they have it already on file, and they will produce the meat.
Yeah.
And they're calling it, you could eat your favorite celebrities like the DNA. Like, yo, you can't make
No.
this stuff up. No, it's the most disgustingest thing. But you know how many young kids are like,
Yeah. Hey, Skeet, when we get off, just Google human meat packing and you can get it
yes,
delivered home. You can get human meat delivered to your house, son. That's how crazy it is. Hey, going back to that thing I was listening to yesterday, they didn't talk about Squid Games, but those games are already they've been being played for many, many, many years on people's lives. That's why
yes.
these people die. There's been bets on them. There's bets on their lives. It's been happening for years and years and years. That Squid Game stuff, that is real. That stuff is
Oh,
real.
yeah. Oh, I
Real.
believe that. I believe that tenfold, just like the human hunting parties. Every
Yeah.
movie I ever seen with the rich elites putting people in the woods, like the Alaska true story about the Alaska serial killer who was hunting prostitutes,
Yeah.
kept them in his basement, and then he would throw them in the woods and hunt them literally like they were a freaking lost deer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen all that stuff. And I know
Yeah.
it to be true because especially that story was factual, based on truth. They showed the victims' names at the end and everything, like serious. So yeah, it's crazy. I believe that. I've always believed that.
I think
They're
we're
nuts.
past I think we're past the days of, living in la la land. You just can't. You just can't anymore. You can't
No.
just walk around and be happy and act like everything is okay. I mean, we do on our normal day lives, but you do have to be aware or you will become a victim.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen. Aside, you read your Bible every day. But aside from that, get this book, "Sheep No More" by Jonathan T. Gillum. Jonathan T. Gillum. He's the one that wrote that book, "Sheep No More." And
I don't
that
have
book,
that.
oh, it's a good book. It's a quickie. I read it really fast, honestly. That book will show you, give you markers on how to identify perpetrators in your life. Like, and when you can identify the aggressor, you
I
know how to avoid, you know
I
how
think
to
some people
deter. You know what? You
yeah.
can learn all this by just seeing, oh, I'm not that, yep, that's the marker I'm staying away from.
I think
You
some
know?
people attract them. I think that they really prey on certain people. They're just easy targets because they're nice, they're naive, because they don't want to know anything. It's
Those are the
funny.
easiest marks. You're right. The ones that walk
Yeah,
through life with the horse blinders or like the anteaters, though, they're so easy to pick those ones off. They set
yeah,
themselves up, they put themselves on
yeah.
menus. It's sad, but you just gotta be there for them. Like I said, I see that they like I told you so. You better stop trusting those government organizations. I've been telling you. I've been like, yeah, I've been saying this shit. A couple of my friends are like, I know, I've been listening. Deep No More. Yes, ma'am. That's the name of the book, Granny, by Jonathan T. Gillum. Great book to read. It definitely, it just having the awareness, like they say, knowledge is power. Once you know, you get, life is full of adjustments. All you got to do is adjust. Now I know. Now I know what I got to do. Done.
By the way, I gotta figure out how to change my name. If
Oh,
I
why? Oh, you got to do it in the settings.
plastered everywhere.
I think it's the 3 dots. What would you like it to say?
Oh, I got a lot of names.
Oh boy.
Oh
I
boy,
got
I'll figure that one out later.
you. Change it to oops.
The same kind
I
of
got
way they prey on people. Yeah, Skeet. Yeah. Reading
Yes,
influence,
exactly.
man.
Some people do. They look for the innocents, the victims. They know. Oh, yep, that's the easy mark. That's the word. They look for the easy marks, and it's a wrap. And you got to feel bad for them because you're like, yo, I've been trying to tell you, and you're just not seeing it. So then you just gotta. And then when they're like, fuck, I got.
Yeah.
You think, oh yeah, I remember that. You all right?
And the people
You
going
made it
out
through.
there's so many movies. Like, remember the one about Jennifer Aniston was the news reporter for the big and everyone she came on social media and was like, "I'm sorry I did it," and it freaked everybody out. Remember, she
That
was
was that
gone.
Apple show, that the morning show
Right.
or something.
Well,
Yeah.
within that show, a guy went off the 20-some story, and they didn't say how, he didn't jump, couldn't have jumped, but he went off. So, something made him in his mind go off, or some spirit or something. It was really weird. I kept trying to think about that, what movie that was, but it happens in movies all the time. These people aren't killing themselves out off, buildings. They're just not.
Definitely. And I did hear someone say, I know this is very morbid, but it's a true fact too. They were like, nobody hangs themselves on a doorknob.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, who would even think of that? Come on.
I know somebody who did commit suicide using their bathroom doorknob. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
must have saw that on TV, because
I don't
why
know
would anybody
how, but
not?
they used the doorknob up over and then closed, and then so it was tied on the other side. Yeah. But so it
But
does
that's
happen.
difficult. I mean,
Again, the craziest shit I've learned through my life. Yes. Fact. Dude's name was Bill. Rest in peace. But yeah, he took his own life that way. Left 2 daughters.
with a
Yes.
doorknob.
With he used like the not the string, but the bathrobe tie. Like the rope or whatever to tie to your bathrobe. He used that. Yeah.
Huh. Damn. I guess holding
Crazy.
on. I just feel for
I know it's
anybody.
crazy when you think. I'm like, how? Because he's on the ground. All he had to do was stand up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy.
How does your body not instinctually do it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know God is holding all those people that have done that to themselves. I know that he's not making them suffer more. I do know that.
I would hope not, because the pain that they go through to get them to that point is something I don't ever want to have to
Yeah.
deal with.
Hey, so
Seriously.
before we go, Skeet, so you love the name Cassidy. That's my maiden name. And I named my son Joseph Cassidy Flanagan. We call him Cassidy. Then freaking what's her face? Kathy Lee Gifford named her daughter Cassidy. And it became like this girl name right after. So everyone goes, "How's your daughter Cassidy?" I'm like, she's great. You know what I mean? They call her, he's a boy, but everyone thinks it's a
Yeah.
girl all the time. I go, yeah, she's fine.
Aw.
And I always dog cuss.
Sorry, change your name again. You're gonna be like 5 different names by the time I get done with you.
Hey, what do you think? Tell me what you think about Kathy Lee Gifford.
I pray that she's good. I
Didn't
don't
she
know.
speak out lately about something?
Yeah, she's total Christian, doing her thing. And I'm like, she was. Listen, I do believe there were celebrities or are celebrities that have been involved in Hollywood, knowing, but turning that blind eye, playing the anteater, if you will, because they still had to put food on their table. But no, I'm not. Like Roseanne Barr said, I never went to that after parties. They never invited me. No, because they knew you, not like me. They're like, I'm never going to get an invite to be a Freemason or a freaking Flynn fan, because I already know the color of the skin. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do to me? No, you're not inviting me, and you don't want me, and you're scared of me.
Well, now we know. Now we know when people skyrocket and then they disappear. Either they're killing them or they go, I don't want anything to do with that. Take my fame back because I don't want it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I said that to Amelia when I started piecing it together with 1980s had a lot of one-hit wonders, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
A lot of one-hit wonders in the 80s. They were,
Yep.
yeah, but then they were like, nope, not
Come
doing
on.
it. I'm
What
out. I
happened?
don't
You're
need the
so
career that
good.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
right.
That's why when I look at things like that, I think back in hindsight, because now we see things much clearer, right? And I'm like, I bet you. And it's funny because like I can't even think like Eddie Money, even Eric Clapton was famous, but then he kind of like
Afro man to,
Afro
Sinead
Man, yeah,
O'Connor,
like
they took
it's
her out.
like whoa. Now
Yeah.
you think about it, you're like, yeah, okay. Now I assumed that they didn't sell out. That's
Yeah,
how
you
I know.
gotta. I gotta believe in humanity somewhere. I would hope.
That's my default rule of deduction with that, who, you know what I mean? Like, I
You know,
can't listen to, like, Madonna. I can't listen to I can't.
oh,
Like I tell you, I go crazy listening, not crazy listening to, but when I hear it, it just kind of irks me because I know, and I'm like, turn it off.
I get
So now
I
it's
get
like
really I get really bummed
torture.
out about really good people like Chris Stapleton
This is my
skyrocketed,
point. Like Reba
you know?
McEntire presents herself as a Christian, Bible
Yeah.
toting,
Chris well, Chris
Southern.
Stapleton has since disappeared. Since he wrote The Devil in Music, I'm like, you don't see him. Zach Brown too. I saw a concert with Zach Brown and I said, I'll never go see that again. It was the most demonic shit I've ever seen on screen. He didn't even hardly sing. I will
Because they don't have
never
to. They already got your money, Hooper. This is why I
I'm
tell
done.
my sister, you went to see Carlos Santana. What's
Right.
wrong with you? Oh, but too much. I don't care.
Yeah.
You knew and watched. I didn't like music and Hollywood and celebrities and politicians and
Yeah.
everybody, So we'll change. Like my girlfriend's daughter, like Taylor Swift. You all know it. You heard me bitching about that one for like 2 weeks. Couldn't let that
Oh,
one go. $2,000 a ticket. You paid
that
to this
was
bitch. I mean, seriously, and it irritates me because, like I tell you guys, once you know it's in the ball's in your court, literally.
yeah.
You are the one. Now you know. Now you've been told, whether you believe it or not, you know. Now it's in there. The seed has been planted. And now you're
Yeah.
still choosing
Yep.
ignorance.
Yeah. Yeah,
Why?
and it's done. You can't just keep looking the other way. You just can't.
No.
Gotta try and do something just to go, you know what? I'm not gonna support it. Yeah.
Me either. That's why I say you got to rebuke, you got to repent, you got to rebuke, repent, and rejoice. And that's it. Forgive me, Lord, I'm a sinner. I am not perfect. Nope, I am not by any stretch of the means. And forgive me if I sin today. I know I just at work. And you know what? This kid, he drives me crazy, extra. But I didn't want to see him go in a hospital stretcher either. You know what I'm saying? So let God be with him and help him through. Because his wife
Yeah.
just had a baby. And that's stress like beyond. And all I kept thinking was, did he have his hard hat on? Did he have his hard hat on? Because if he had his hard hat on, he's covered. If he got out of his vehicle, got hit by a car, and didn't have his hard hat on, he has no case.
That's a lot happening. See, and that shouldn't be a worker's liability when something like that happens because they didn't follow a rule. Because you get out of the hat, you
Because
get out
he's
of the
in and
car,
out of the truck, in and out of the truck. And, that one
you reach
time he
to
just,
get your hat and it's too late, and now you don't get paid or you don't get help because you went to reach for your hat instead of having it on, you know?
exactly.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
So that's
That's
why
a
I always
lot.
say, slow down for the work zone. Slow down for the work zone. You
That's
guys
a
want to
lot
go where you want to go.
happening.
We want to go home too.
Yeah, right. That's a lot
Mhm.
happening to that kid. A lot happening to that kid right now. That's
Well, I
horrible.
haven't, he knows
I
how I
mean,
feel about the jabbity
cancer
jab.
you?
Yeah. He knows how I feel about the jabbity jab, you know? So it's like,
Oh,
you know, I,
oh,
yeah, but I
I
think that was the
can't.
cause.
I just went and saw someone yesterday and she has a port in her report. She goes, I heard you say you didn't get the jab. And I go, yeah, no. And she goes, I'm so stupid. I did it. I had a total heart failure and now I have this. She's my age.
She's got a
And
pacemaker.
she goes, I can't believe people told me and I just was scared. And I just go, golly, man, that's just it's so terrible. So
I know, but
terrible.
you have to embrace people like that because we have
Yeah.
so many, all of us, in all of our
No,
lives. And I
there's
was
a
saying
lot.
that from the beginning, but you can't be ridiculing and putting their ass to the fire because you know what? We don't know the reasons people do what they do. You
Now,
know?
I get it, but what I don't understand is ignoring it and not wanting to try and detox from it and not wanting to hear
That's what
anything.
bothers me.
I go, you are starting to have issues. You're going to the doctor and you're ignoring this. There's help, but it isn't with your doctor that's telling you nothing like this.
One of
You
my
know?
friends who did 3, right? In Colorado, right? We were talking, and she was like feeling a little, ooh, I think I'm getting a cold, and her son's getting married like really soon in August, or next week. I'm sorry, I think I forgot. August is the honeymoon. Anyway, so her son's getting married. You know, she's all like, and I think I'm feeling sick, and probably the stress is probably bringing it on. She's the mother of the groom, whatever. And she started getting a little coughy and sniffly. I said, yo, you better do that flu bomb. Take the tea right now. Take the tea. But she also was one of the 2 friends that really listened to me and did the full bromelain, the tri-spike detox, you know,
Right. Yeah.
curcumin, all those ones, you know, that we tell everybody, and the NAC and all that. So she took all that and she felt so much better. And so she detoxed the spike protein from her. I know she did with those medicines. You know, I said, keep taking it. So when she started getting sick, I said, you stopped taking those medicines, didn't you? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I got to start again. I was like, start taking, well, they're not medicines, but they're like vitamins, you know, diet supplements, whatever. I said, get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
should-
all natural mineral vitamin stuff. It's not like, you know, medicine, you know. I said, get on it. I said, do the flu bomb, take the tea. I told her 5 ingredients, you know. Do. I don't want to hear you sniveling later.
You know, I could just if I could tell anyone any advice about that is if you have issues, find the cause. You know, this going and getting medication for it is not your answer. It is
I
not.
know
Find the
that's
cause.
right.
Always a cause. There's always a cause.
That is great advice. Because, you know, that's one thing they put out there with this Kamala Mandignon with the border. She was going to
Mhm.
find the root causes of migration. So they're telling us
Yeah.
right there, there's cause and effect to everything.
There
You know,
is.
yeah, just like with the cholesterol, the war against cholesterol. We need cholesterol. Our brain, myelin,
Yeah.
needs cholesterol. We need cholesterol to even push out the fat from our bloodline, our stream. You know what I'm saying? So, Frances is so, they have her so, she's, you know, and they got her so stressed with the stupid and she's on the statins. And I'm like, Franny, stop taking the shit. Well, I don't take them every day. I'm like, I don't care. You brush your teeth with fluoride, you taking a statin, and you're using aluminum, you do
You're not taking it every day.
I said, stop making yourself dumber. I said, stop it, please. You're stupid. You're stupid. Don't be stupid. Stop taking this stuff. I told you already. Again, I told you.
You're right. Keto says
But
keto says that God gave us everything. We need to heal. And it's so true.
yes,
Get out of the doctor's office.
I'm
You better
telling you.
know
Get
what
away from the lab
you're
coat.
taking.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to be a lab rat, go trust the lab coat. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
If you want to be a lab rat, go to the closest lab coat. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I'm
It's
not
so
doing
funny
it.
that
I will not do it.
who's my sense? Because most
My
illnesses,
sensei.
yeah, and I agree with that. And I don't think they always start with the parasite, but I do believe if there's an injury or something that happens, then the parasites go there and then it turns to disease for sure. Now, that's just my what I came up with of what I think, because parasites is our major problem. In fact, I have my daughter. We've been doing Finbin since March, the full moon in March. So we do
Yeah.
3 days on, 5 days off. Now my daughter has bad acne, and she has for a very long time. And anyways, we started. Her acne's never been better. We're not done
Good.
yet. We're gonna do 6 months of this Finbin minimum, and then we'll switch back and start on ivermectin every day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it
Cool.
really looks so much better. In fact, the girl that she gets facials from said, "I can't even believe how good your face looks," you know?
Okay. From the Fenbin.
Yeah, so
Okay.
even for acne, I really believe acne is parasites. It is,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
don't doubt it. I don't
I think
doubt it.
everything is
So,
parasites.
you
I
know,
think
I've seen that too. You just you just got me with this one. You remember when COVID had everybody like, oh, you gotta wash your hands for 20 seconds. I'm like, yo, who the isn't washing their hands properly first? That was the first thing that caught me with the 20-second counting thing. Here's the second thing I just heard. The facial rash. Did you hear about a facial rash going around? You were talking
No,
about
but
the
I've been
acne.
hearing about a lot of styes, and actually,
Okay.
I have one, and I've
Okay.
never had a sty.
Are you ready for this one, Hooper? You're gonna shit. You're gonna shit yourself. You're gonna be like, get the fuck. I'm gonna tell you right now. people have rashes. And I've seen people like in public in the city, you know, one side's much more broken out than the other, right?
Uh-huh.
You ready for the cause of it? Are you ready for the cause of why people are like gross on one side of their face? Because these dirty bastards, yeah, I said it, don't change their sheets like routinely. Like you can't make it up. That they had to say it on the news. Like, you know, maybe you should consider changing your seats at least once.
What? Gross. That's
Lord help these
disgusting.
people. Lord help these people. Lord help these
No.
people.
Like, have you
That's all
been
I have
under
to
a
say.
rock? Have they been living under a rock their whole life? I mean, come on.
They said
Unbelievable.
it on the news. They said it on the news. Good Day, New York. I was like, no, I turned around, I was screaming, not screaming, I was yelling from the hallway. Because I said, are you fucking kidding me? They had to tell people how to wash their hands in the bed, and now they tell them to change their sheets, these dirty dirtbags. Yo, I can't. She was laughing hysterical. Shut up, stop yelling. I'm like, no, I can't stand this. I can't. The stupidity that I am surrounded by. Are these the same people that don't wipe their ass when they go number two, too? I mean, seriously. This is like, what? Yeah. Cheaters, they don't change their underwear either. Yeah, they wear it inside out on Tuesday. They wear them backwards on Wednesday. They wear them backwards and inside out on Thursday. So,
Oh my God.
yes. Yeah, they
I'm
don't want us.
really,
Well, how are they going to make any money if they can't prescribe us any prescriptions?
I tell you, God just lets me laugh at everything. Because if not, I just go, I've lost all faith in humanity. I just go,
Yo,
what the fuck?
God gave you my sarcasm to get me through life. Honest to God, He did. He really did. Because when I look at things, and I've since a child, me and my sister were just talking about it yesterday at dinner. I'm like that. She goes, yo, I said, but I've always just been saying it as I see it. Even as a kid, like they would be like, Dad, you heard your daughter just say that? And it'd be like, she'd be like, yeah, but she's right. But I'm like, no, that's not right. If I see something's not right, I say it. You are not right. You think you're right. You're not right. Like when people bully other people, I'm like, oh, because you think, well, no, they don't make you special. You're no more special. Slow your roll. You know, it's crazy.
Vince is still in here. He keeps sliding
Yeah,
in, sneaking in. Hey, didn't Vince
crazy.
talk to us about Fox Island? Didn't Vince is the one that told us a long time ago about Fox Island, didn't he?
Fox Island.
Fox Island in Michigan and Lake Mackinac Island, Fox Island.
Oh yeah, Mackinac Island. Oh God, that was in the They were just
Yeah.
talking about that with Infiltrated by Truth 2 weeks ago. The
Yeah, I know.
Mackinac was the boat
Yeah.
show because Trump was just there at the Michigan rally.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
wrong.
All these boat shows. Yeah. And Pence.
I pointed that out a while ago when he went to North Carolina. I was like, isn't it funny, Vanderbilt, the school, Greenbrier School? And I'm like, Trump is holding rallies right there. I was like, now he went there, and no, you can't make this.
And they're throwing Pence's name around big. They're, like he keeps coming up too. I go, because he was so quiet. Everything was so quiet about Pence for a long time.
Since he removed himself from the race, we haven't heard a peep from him.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about that.
Right. But his name is being thrown around for other reasons now. Yeah. Oh, what about, let's talk about JD Vance, because I got in a little conversation with yesterday, and they think Trump is, even though they're Republican and Trump, they think Trump is stupid. Why did they pick Trump if he's a bad guy? So they don't think JD Vance is a bad guy. And I'm like, because I go, well, if you think about it, yeah, he puts him on a podium, but then I go, does he really? Because Pence was on the podium, but he's still walking around, is it all just going to crumble at once? I'm just so confused. I go, I don't know.
That's the whole thing. We try to, like, at least I do with my chess player brain, try to figure out like different routes and stuff. And I get so Yeah, I can't. I'm like, no, I can't even think. Because sometimes I go, I'm like, all right, let's just totally flip script. Let me think this way today. And that's how sometimes I'll look at when I'm researching and I'm like, yeah, no, but that's what I did with the Flynn thing a lot. I told Kim, and I told you this too. I was going back and forth and I was like, let me just switch hats. You know what I mean? Totally be like, and I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
happy. That doesn't make me good. And
Hi.
then I was like, yeah.
So keto says highlight the creeps. Yes, but they have to have some type of evidence. I mean, look at Jesse Zabota's affidavits. How come they're not in jail waiting like the rest of us would be?
Because they're all in on it. And that's the sad fact that she's pointing out. When I called Jim Jordan for how long? Months I called him, weeks on end, leaving
Is Jim
message
Jordan
on
bad? Because I'm beginning
dude,
to
I'm
think
getting I stopped calling because I was like, what the frick? Like,
he's been named. He's been named bad.
mhm.
Dang it.
And I'm just like, and then it kills me because some of these people I really had high hopes for, and like was like, yeah, they're fighting the good fight, like blah, blah, yeah, but
I'm beginning to
bullshit.
think it's all short men. I'm
Ito's not
sorry.
sold on this either. See, yeah, yeah, I think this is all
I
central
don't know.
casting. I swear, I think it's all just part of a movie.
It
I
really
can't.
is. It's such a crazy movie. It's just none of it's believable anymore.
Jesse's
And
a boater on her not Telegram, on her Twitter page. Listen, let me show you something. This is why I think it's just a part of the movie. I'm gonna show it to you right here. Share this. Because this is why I'm saying I just go back to that and it's right there in my face. You see her picture?
oh, is that the dandelion?
Yeah, it's like a flower dandelion. It says enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
And it really is such a show. I don't even watch anything on TV anymore. I'm trying to watch the new episodes of Vikings, and I can't even
Mm,
get through it because it's so demonic.
I know. Yo,
It's
listen to me.
all it's all what we're watching in real life, and I'm like, "Damn, I used to love this show. I'm so bummed."
I know. I don't watch anything like I used to either anymore. I just
Yeah.
don't. I can't. I'm like, nope. I'm really like, listen to me. Sad fact. I'll admit this. Y'all know when I work hard. So sometimes I want to have a beer when I come home. You know what I mean? I earned it. I'm not getting drunk. I'm just cool. Worked hard. My hands hurt. You know, get cold beer in my hands. I'm good to go. It's an American part of me. I can't help it. All right. Now, here's the
It's the
deal.
American part of me. I'm gonna use
Yeah.
that.
It's the American part of me. I have my beer after I work hard. It's just what I do. Okay. So, oh, speaking of, let me get them out of the freezer. But wait. You made me lose my thought. Let me get the beer.
The beer's
Oh, no,
freezing.
all right, we're good. We're good. Woo! I love them. Yes.
That's
But
right,
yeah.
Kim. Fill your head and hearts with good stuff, especially if you're looking at anything bad. You have to even it out. I had to
Yes.
take a little break after my episode, and really, really dig deep in a lot of good stuff for a while, and it's been great since. And I'm so glad it kind of happened because it opened my eyes to how really real that stuff is, and how, and it's just as real as God. And I
Yeah.
told my sister, I said, Letty, how come I didn't see the good shit like you do?
Your
She
friend
goes,
must be like, yo, we're
she
gonna
goes,
go out. Not again. No, let me stop.
she goes, Hooper, we are very different.
Yeah, everybody. It's the German part of me. Skeet says, wait, it's like watching what? Oh yeah. Exactly. I was just using that same thing in my head too. It's like when we're watching a movie and we think we got to the bad guy, but then it's a surprise other bad. That's where we're at in the movie. That's totally where we're at in the movie.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
think
yeah.
we know the bad guy, but the bad guy is yet to be revealed. Mark my words. Just saying.
Oh, so I was listening. What show was it? Identifying. Oh, you know who it was? Dolores Cannon.
Cannon. Dolores Cannon.
Identifying the Antichrist.
Uh-huh.
And he was born on
Instagram.
February 4th, 1962. We know this because
Instagram.
Nostradamus. What?
Was it an Instagram video?
No, 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 no. I watched her.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay, me too on YouTube.
yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah.
So she described a few things because she's had a lot of meetings with Nostradamus. And yeah, so she actually through one lady, she somehow became connected with Nostradamus. And he said, from now on, it's kind of like a phone number. He goes, from now on, whoever you're dealing with, you'll be able to find me. You'll be able to contact me and we can go through this. And she was asking him about the Antichrist and who it was, how, describe him and this and that. And he was born on February 4th, 1962. I'm like Googling who was born on February 4th, 1962.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I got distracted. There was a few things she said describing, but then, obviously there's no name. She said who it wasn't and all this stuff. So I thought that was very, very interesting. Yeah.
I listen, Dolores Cannon, Alan Watts, those people I could listen to
Yeah.
hours on end. In fact, I have. And yeah, I totally I'm with it on them. I'm totally with them mentally, like spiritually, like I get it. I get it.
There's so much to tie in. Like with the Nephilim and the book of Enoch and then God and then the aliens and then you listen to Dolores Cannon and listen to Billy Carson and it's like there's so much to tie in. I go,
the guy with the UFO, Billy Carson. Oh, I like him too. I
and the guy
Ryan. Yes.
And the guy Ray on Jason Shirka. That guy Ray on Jason Shirka talks about all of it, and it's so funny. I just go, man, and it's remote viewing stuff is crazy. It's crazy. In all the different dimensions, I'm like, holy moly, it's so much. It's interesting to.
I know. This way, people are like, what are you talking about? There's no underground world. I'm like, yo, there's so many miles underground going on. They don't want to. Nope. I don't know what I'm talking about. No. I'm like, okay.
I tell you, I don't know if I really want to know and see what's really going on. I've heard and I just can't imagine it.
Yeah. I can only think of the worst of the worst. And the stuff I've read where they have infants with horns and stuff and pig noses and stuff, they mutilate and then they do the most horrific.
And even just people they take that they take like to just torture underground. They leave them under there and barely, I just, it boggles my mind, the evil. I just can't wrap my head around it sometimes that it really is true,
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I have so many things that I still want to know about. Like, okay, Whitey Bulger. Remember I told you, remember that guy Whitey Bulger jumped that plane with the money? Yeah, no, the mob guy dude from Boston. Yeah, he not dead. I told you guys this 3 years ago.
Yeah, who's dead? Who isn't? Excuse me.
He's Mert Witness 1.
Yeah, like
he goes by Mert Witness 1. He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, he hates Timothy Charles too. He's another Craig Sawman. They're all in cahoots. Paula C. Blades, Timothy Sawyer, Mert Witness 1, all of them. Oh, the Mr. Flynn Laughs, that loser troll on Twitter. Yeah. they have like, that's what, when I realized, well, he gassed us. He gaslit us. He gassed our whole heads into thinking that we were part of the digital army.
Yeah.
He really did. He had his own digital army.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really
We ain't,
familiar with him too much, I don't think. Mhm.
we ain't in it.
Yeah, we're not in. We're not in it. I don't want to be.
Like George Carlin said, yeah, it's one big club and we ain't in it. Yeah,
That
he said it all
guy,
and we ain't in his digital army.
he will go down in
It's crazy.
history. I love George Carlin. I
Oh,
guess
me
Cat Williams
too.
is the new
Oh,
George Carlin.
yeah. He raised me in part. Him, Sam Kinison, Ronnie Dangerfield,
Yeah.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy, Andrew Dice Clay. Let me stop.
True. Very true.
It's hard to wrap your head. I know, but that's why I made that hashtag up. I did it for you guys because I'm always gonna be
Yeah.
here, help you wrap your head around shit. Because honestly, that's when I came to that realization. I don't know what is beeping. Oh, they got these walkie-talkies that are good for 50 states. I bet you my sister's calling me.
You didn't leave the freezer open?
Oh, man, you're good. She's like, sounds like my refrigerator chick. You ain't got that beer, didn't you? You can't. Oh, thanks, Skeet. No, I can't. We come to have fun. What do you want? So it's Thursday. Tomorrow is Foul Mouth Friday. Please, God, let me get home in time for the live.
You better be there or else I'm not coming.
I know, but watch tomorrow. I'll be using frick and stupid, little code.
Yeah.
I do try,
Doesn't fall
but
out
sometimes
that
when I get on a rant, I just f bomb it, this one and that one, and I don't care. But yeah, I can't. I keep thinking the same thing. I better be there. I'm trying. When I heard that yesterday, matter of fact, I want to watch the clip from yesterday. I didn't get. Oh, I got to watch. I got to finish watching it because I was like falling asleep when Jason and Tanya were in, and then I woke up a little bit, heard about the Elon thing, like I was saying earlier. But I want to finish it because they were like, Des, Kim left us with the cliffhanger. You got to check it out on the live or look at this video. But the video was a freaking Instagram video, and I can't open those things.
And you gotta get Instagram just for the videos because I tell you, I've seen
No,
some
I won't do Meta. No, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have any of that. I use Facebook on the web in my phone, but the browser. But I don't have the app.
I'm not on too much, but I do check out a couple of things. I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
TikTok.
yeah, but the stuff I put on my Facebook.
Yeah.
The stuff I put on my Facebook is much like my Telegram because I'm like, yo, you want to know why the Donald Trump keeps talking about Hannibal Lecter? I'm like, Jesse Marie Zabota's the reason.
Hey, Granny, I don't think George was ahead of his time. I think this has been happening hundreds of years. It's finally coming to a head. And George was trying to wake us up back then.
Oh, for sure. He was like, listen, people, pay attention because you're not paying attention. And none of it, even the ones that were sitting there laughing at him, like me as a kid, only because of memory do I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But in the time of, no, I was like, yeah, he's probably right.
There's been people trying to wake us up a long time, and we just wouldn't listen.
Prince, Michael Jackson, George Carlin, just to name a few, right off the top. Sinead O'Connor, talk about ahead of her time.
God,
Sinead O'Connor should have ripped up a picture of the Pope 50, 100 years prior to that.
Yeah.
And she still would have been on point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kim, speaking of packages, I did get my hat. Listen, I was late getting here today. I had to work late. We had a drama last night. You know what I mean? So tomorrow I'll wait for his outfit. Yeah.
How can you guys afford to spend anything? It's like 73 cents a stamp or 76 cents a stamp or
Yo,
something.
did you hear about the post office robbing people? I know Kim's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not doing domestic shipping anymore either. The freaking postmaster general's an arm and a leg.
What the hell?
I was listening to the audible of the Beyond the Pale Horse, Behold the Pale Horse from the Bill Cooper book that Roderick told us about yesterday. And they talked about the what you just said. What'd you just say?
The mail?
Yeah, the postmaster. They talked
The
about the
postmaster.
postmaster general.
Wait, let's go back to that. That they captured the flag like a while back or something, right? Do you hear anything about
That's I don't know about that but they had just burning flag protest and stuff. So they took the flag from the postmaster general, the American flag.
right?
Hold on, let me look.
Wait, something is big with the postmaster and the capturing the flag. I saw it 6 months ago, maybe.
I'm gonna
It's bigger,
remind you guys.
bigger than I realized what
Yeah,
it means.
my sister was just talking about Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade. Yes, she
Right.
was.
Okay.
Yeah. It's on my Facebook status, Skeet. The thing that I was saying about Trump. I can look it up here quickly. Hold on. But wait,
Trump
the
DC.
postmaster, I told you guys this. Who at hotel?
Kim says the Trump DC hotel was former USPS. Now, there was something about this postmaster and someone captured the flag, and that's when things changed. That's when this all started with Trump and everything. I don't understand it enough to really talk about. The post office says that we are
The
low.
Last Flag Standing documentary?
Something like
Yes.
that.
Yes, that's it. The
Right.
documentary film into the life's glamour and journey and marching flag mechanics into solitary performances with this Postmaster General of our world, Russell J. Gould. That's what you're talking about.
Right.
Yes, I remember that because I think I watched some of this even. Operation Postmaster was a British special operation, Spanish. That's not it, even though it's 3 weeks ago. Postmaster General selected appointed governors by the post office. Postmaster General also sits on the board of the PMG, does not serve at the president's pleasure, can only be dismissed by the board of governors.
See?
Did you hear what I just
Yeah. Kim
He can't
said
be removed by the president. He doesn't serve
Right.
at the pleasure of the president. It's the board of governors that oversee the Postmaster General. Now, here's the freaky part. When I first got into Jesse's voters affidavits 3 years ago, I told you guys about how the post office was shipping children to be. Remember? You remember?
Mhm.
Remember?
Mhm.
Remember?
Yeah.
So don't worry about the 73-cent stamp, y'all. We're gonna get free Peroni Express coming up here real soon. Cannot deal with it. Sometimes I just get so annoyed. All right. Let me see. What is it? Let me read this for Hooper real quick. I mean, for Skeet real quick. Oh man, I cracked myself. I've been posting a lot up here. Hold on. They probably put a thing on it.
Oh, cool, Kim.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah, keep going. What'd she say, Kim?
Breaking court just granted motion to block Joe Biden's unlawful rewrite of Title IX that allows biological male and female spaces.
Thank goodness. That is awesome. Yay! Applause. Okay, Skeet, for you. Jessie Marie Zaboter is the real life Clarice Starling. Right? You guys remember the movie Silence of the
Clarice.
Lambs, right?
Clarice.
Clarice.
Yeah.
What?
I can't believe that
You
lady
remember
has
the movie?
hundreds of thousands of people killed. I just can't imagine her life.
136,000 children
Yeah.
were murdered because Jessie refused to participate. And that's
those are
only between those 10 years, 5 years, between 5 and
That's
10.
that's the only people she counted because she was personally involved because of
She
her.
witnessed, because she witnessed. Those were the
Yeah.
ones she witnessed.
How do
So
you come
that's,
out of that normal? How do you come out of
I don't
that
know.
normal?
Yeah, honestly, that's one thing that amazes me. But God's grace is a beautiful thing, And if he isn't wrapped around her, then just like Trump, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Seriously, because when she tells you things, it's like, like she says, sometimes I just have to put it with Jesus and not repeat, certain things because it's just that horrific. And then certain things for her affidavit, she's repeated them so much, it is like, you know, second nature recording, but she just goes through it, it's quick, and then it's done. I think about that a lot with Adrian John Wells, what they did to that man, you know,
I know
mutilated
it.
him,
I tell you,
mutilated him.
I think I might have saw him before Jesse Zaboda.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because I was doing what was on Jesse. And then when I seen him, I was like, whoa. And I'm like, wow. And then Kathy O'Brien, I started seeing all of Fiona.
Right.
Yeah. And then I was like, whoa. And then that woman who against the
What about
Clintons.
the
What?
general's wife, the general in the military that was talking about all the generals that are all just these sick bastards having orgies and
Judy.
everything. What's her
Yes.
name?
Oh man,
What's
the
her name?
whistleblower. What was her name?
There's a blonde lady.
That's what I'm thinking of. She was talking about the Clintons and how they were both gay and in a marriage of convenience.
That's when
She
I went the
testified that
military.
before Congress. She testified that whole statement was before it was a congressional hearing that
Yeah,
video was from. I
that
mean, they've known about this.
that's the first thing I think I really saw that I went, whoa, I gotta start looking. There's a lot. And then I was like, well,
Yeah.
our military's bad before I realized there's a sovereign military. And,
Uh-huh.
because I was
Yeah.
like, our military can't be bad. Everyone can't be bad, you know?
I figured out that we had a bad side of our military faction before I knew what the sovereign military title was.
Yeah.
The foreign sovereign military and the foreign government with the Luciferian Brotherhood. Before I knew any of that, I understood it already and I could see it, but I just didn't have the name or words for it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm grateful to Jessie because she's made a lot of shit make sense. But back
Oh,
to that. What?
maritime law? Oh, no, that's Keto sent, something. I thought she sent in something about the admiral, but it's admiralty and maritime.
Admiralty law,
Yeah,
maritime law. Yeah.
and that's interesting. That's so interesting too. See, it all just keeps tying in and connecting when it doesn't seem like it does, and it just all is, post office.
Well, Donald Trump mentions, I'm going to finish this for Ski. He mentions the Hannibal Lecter thing, right? Like I said,
Right.
because Jesse Saboter is the real life Clarice, right? Because
Mhm.
in that movie, the scene where Anthony Hopkins is psychoanalyzing Clarice, and she talks about growing up on a sheep farm and how she has
Mhm.
nightmares of hearing the sheep scream. All she wants to do is silence the sheep, right, from
Mhm.
screaming.
Mhm.
Who do you think the sheep are? The children. Who do you think hears sheep screaming? Jesse. So Jesse came forward, asked Donald Trump to help her silence the lambs. That's why he's using Hannibal Lecter,
Right.
because she witnessed horrific things as a child. If you look again at her, I was telling my sister this. Her, let me go right here to her page again for you. Her, where is it? View tab. Let me go to her page because I want to show you her picture. This picture right here, Jesse. You see that picture?
That's
Can you
hard
see
to
it?
look at.
I know it's young. She's young, but you see it? Let me see view tab on StreamYard. See that picture right there, that little girl? That picture is taken in the 80s. That little girl was experiencing everything that I've been learning about at this time that picture was taken. So
Hey,
wrap your head around it. That's crazy.
it's hard to. Des, what Did she write a book about herself? How did she get into it? Was she sold or born into
She was
it?
born in. She was born in.
Oh, but it started
Are
at
you
a
ready?
certain age, she said. So
Her
I thought
training
maybe
starts at like
sold.
4 or 5. Yeah. Yeah, 4 or 5, they start training. Her grandmother, well, let me not put it like that. She refers to her biological, mother's mother is her proctor, as I've deciphered through listening to her. She refers to this person as her proctor because she's disconnected herself from that familiar relation. I mean, what
Mm,
grandmother does that to her grandchild?
right.
Okay. Second, that proctor person was one of the queen mother of darkness, of the mothers of darkness. Remember, I told you there's a board of them, the women?
Right.
Okay. And they are above all the protectorates and all the Freemasons and all the Scottish rites, this one, that one, all these orders, all the Rotaries, all the freaking Knights of Columbus, Knights of Malta, all those freaking clubs, right? Because they're
Uh-huh.
all affiliated, every last one of them. So her grandmother, who she refers to as the proctor, would take Jessie as a child and started her training. Because again, back in the 80s, they had these little girls, or I say girls, but these children that they were using as Project Looking Glass to decipher the future, to see what are they going to do, what's with
Right,
these.
right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So 7 of them, 7 seers, or they read her cards like fortune tellers, if you will, in the system. 7 of them all pulled the same exact cards in the same exact order. And the
Oh,
last card that they pulled was the card saying that Donald John Trump was going to help her.
really? Who was pulling the cards? Children or adult children?
They were, she said they were like tour readers, like the cards, what do you call those cards? The
Okay. Right,
tarot
right.
cards? Tarot cards,
Well,
excuse
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, so I believe that they were seers, adults in the system.
Okay.
But now, if you listen, Hoopa, today, if you have time, listen to the Simpsons breakdown,
Oh, I
decode.
did. Oh, I did.
She talks about it in that episode, in the first one, not the second one, in the first part 1. I didn't watch part 2 yet, but
I didn't
yeah,
watch part 2 yet either. I only watched part
mine
1.
too. Mine too. Her dad is good. Her mom is out with her, or I think actually she passed, but she is an author in her own right, and she's a chaplain in her own right.
Right.
She wrote a book about her son, rest in peace, Josiah, who I believe, well, we believe, allegedly was murdered by the system in a car accident. I told you guys about this a while ago. But
Yeah,
in this
I heard.
book,
Yeah.
5 Minutes of Grief with God, she goes into it a little bit of how she thinks the system did that, like retaliation and stuff. So you could learn about it there. And then she's got Kingdom Living. I got that book myself. I just bought it. And I was so mad when I came to my sister's. I forgot my freaking Scepter of Times book. I wanted to do the read. Cindy's at home. So I figured she could catch up and I could finish the book and do the lives for her, the reading. And but I think she already stepped out for today. So yeah, okay, it's 9:00, Hooper. We went way over. We made up for the 15 minutes of tardy, everybody.
I know. I got to get to the gym soon. I was like, I got to go on
You
first.
get to the gym. I'm gonna get to the shower. I'm taking my beer with me. So yeah, just imagine.
Don't smoke cigarettes in the shower too.
I don't smoke. I quit smoking a long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, it is. It's very demonic. The tarot
Yeah.
cards are demonic. Any mediums? Anyone participating in any of that?
Don't do it.
Just stay
Don't
away
do it.
from it. Listen to me. God tells us everything he wants us to know in his time. We all learn things as he wants us to, when he wants us to. Accept
That's
that.
right.
Accept that
Yeah.
and move on, please. You don't need to pay the fortune teller. What was it, Madame Tussaud on the phone, whatever the freaking name was of the chick. Remember? Call for
Yeah,
your
no.
future. You don't need to call for your
Yeah.
future. You need to
What
put
a
one
great
foot in
show,
front of the other.
guys.
You got to live. Thank you. You got to live in the present right now. You got to live right now in the present.
Yep.
Don't be worried about people that have passed because you'll see them again. You will. Trust in Jesus. You will. Simple
Yeah.
as that. And don't be worried
Keto,
about
I
the
got
future
you. I agree,
because we can
keto.
make plans, right? We can make plans, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
The master Mariette has the
Yeah.
last laugh. So,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I
Anyway,
love it. Everybody have a wonderful day and share your love. Well, you got to be the light. You know, that's why everybody loves me because I just try to be that person I want people to be.
yeah. You
You can
gotta
do it.
have a
It's
sense
not.
of humor. You gotta have a sense of humor and be able to laugh nowadays. My gosh.
That's why I said thank God for my sarcasm because if I wasn't able to look at things with a tainted eye and a little bit of cynicism, to be like, you got to be effing kidding me. Like, for real, this is what we're dealing with now? Okay. Learned a long time ago, life is full of adjustments. Been
Every
adjusting a
moment.
long time.
Every moment. It's all how you take the adjustment, all how you perceive it.
I was just going to say it's all about perception, right? Weren't we talking about that? It's all about
Right.
perception.
That's
So, you
so.
want to change? What about Auntie on TikTok? I love me some Auntie Colette. Now, you know
I
I love
haven't.
me
I haven't seen her in a little bit.
I haven't either. I don't look for her, but yeah, she's man,
too.
that girl and me could
Girl.
definitely sit down over a cup of tea and have a talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's my little buddy when it comes to the Nephilim and the Enoch, and she's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But the giants, she's like, giants, people, I'm telling you, it's giants. I said the same shit though. I see the video, I'm like, bro.
Now there's just a bunch of pygmy motherfuckers running around.
And what about with the sweater? She was like, you know, I love the sweater too, girl. She was like, we gotta learn how to forgive and forget. See, Jesus forgives and forgets, but we as humans, we can't forget. We never forget. We hold that grudge. I was like,
Yeah, right.
it's the truth, but
Yeah.
yeah, she's on TikTok too. I follow her on YouTube. That's where I see most of her stuff on YouTube. And
Yeah. I don't
but yeah,
usually follow her. I just follow you guys seeing it, and I go, "Oh, she's pretty good."
oh, she's great, man. She's one of my favorites. You know who I love? The kid on the Gateway too, Victor. I've
Yeah.
loved him since my days at TikTok. That young kid, Victor. Oh God, he gives me such hope for
Yeah.
the youth. I'm like, yes, thank you. That's why I'm always going
Yeah,
to be a
there's
fan of his.
smart kid. So I
Yeah,
think that guy's name is Stephen D. Kelly.
Stephen D. Kelly.
Uncover the Getty or something. I'll find it on my phone and send it to you.
Kelly with an E.
Stephen D. Yes, Stephen with a
Professor
V.
Stephen D. Keys, Swansea University.
It's to Deuce. To the guy with the Getty. Uncover
Yeah,
the
with the
Getty.
D. Kelly and the Gettysburg. And then you do that little plus sign.
Yeah, D. Kelly in the Gettysburg. Look that guy up. He's all over Craig Sawyer. He wants to take
Ooh,
Craig Sawyer
Stephen
down back.
Kelly.
Yeah, Stephen D. Kelly. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Underground City at Getty Museum. Found it. I'm
Yeah.
sending it over to the coffee talk for everybody.
Yeah, check
Because-
that guy out.
Yeah, this is going to be good to watch. I might watch it after my shower and fall asleep.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can watch it. It's only an hour. It's something long.
Yeah.
It's not that long. So yeah, we got to check this out. Whistleblower Stephen D. Kelly talks about his firsthand experience in the firearm and optic reserves industry and how it led him to deplace underground figuratively and literally. Ooh, I'll be watching.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 14 minutes. So yeah, I'm definitely going to delve into this one today. And then I'm going to finish the Beyond the Pale Horse book. I'll have that finished on the way to work. So it's Audible.
I know we got to get back on a new book soon.
I know. Listen,
kind of off
Roger got me with the Bill Cooper. If it was any other author, I would have just put it on my list. But the Bill Cooper went above Project Beta, went above. I mean, I have like 3 books that I was like, oh, I almost do. Yeah, couldn't pass up William Cooper, man. One of my original OG whistleblowers. Like seriously.
Yeah.
He's like mine, like I own him.
Oh, cool. Hey, good show today, you guys. We gotta get out.
I know. I can't wait for him to come back tomorrow. Kim, you better put your earplugs in. You better put the sound bars up and soundproof the room, girl. Soundproof the room. Don't let Mr. Amelia hear me drop no F-bombs. You heard?
I gotta come in. I gotta come in just to drop a few.
Aaron made it in. Good morning, Aaron. We're just finishing up, love. But you go ahead, hit that replay, and slap me your thumbs if you want. If you want. I mean, there's no obligation. There's no time clock. There's no paychecks. Just love. Just lots of love here. That's all you get. And laughs. I can promise two things in life: love and laughs. I told my brother that too. I have a brother, he's like my dad adopted him, so he's like not a half brother, but like a foster brother, but he's my brother. Period. So I says to him, he's like, so I texted my sister and brother, and I was like, hey, my older siblings, because I'm the baby, I'm like, just loving on my elder siblings today, and they're like, oh, it took you 50 years. And my brother replies, and he's like, yeah, he goes, leave me alone, let me be miserable. I said, no, if you spent more time with me, you'd laugh more.
Yeah. Gotta love that. I love people that make me laugh. I go,
me too. Me too. Me and Amelia,
that's all day long.
We can laugh at each other. We can laugh at we just like to, there's nothing better than laughter, because the devil don't like joy. And when you have that good heartfelt laughter, I believe it makes God happy too. He hears us when we're in our happy. He knows when it's pure and innocent. You know what I mean? He's got it. I love you too.
It's so funny. I laugh at my own jokes all the time. And my brother, my late brother that passed away not long ago, said, "You're obviously inebriated by the exuberance of your own bravosity."
Oh my goodness, he had a vocabulary.
He was a smart guy in a lot of ways, just not with some ways.
Well, I would have never knew any better.
He's a bit of a liberal.
Oh, rest in peace. It's okay. He's still gonna vote for them. Don't worry.
He knows what's going on now. Knows more than me.
Right? So don't worry. He's still gonna vote for them. Don't worry. I'm sorry. May he rest in peace. No, seriously, it sucks. But yeah, I think that's hysterical. He's still gonna vote for him. Don't worry.
Who said that?
How do they look at themselves in the mirror, these Dems? Laughter is the best medicine. I do agree. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll check out a little bit of the news, but I really want to watch this thing that Hooper just shared. So I'm going to definitely watch this. Take my shower, relax, and tomorrow's another day. Like I said, God willing, I'll be able to get home in time and do a live, and then I think Friday night I'm doing the double.
Have a little smut mouth talk.
Yeah. But Sunday, Amelia and I made plans. Oh, she's calling. Shit. Amelia and I made plans for Sunday, and I wanted to do a weekend one, like to talk about the other stuff, the darker stuff, the more Enoch. We got to get into this.
Let me know before you go on. Let me know before you go on.
What I want to do is a live where I play the introduction, and I want to pull up the verses that it refers to, so we can all read it and decipher together, and then everybody will see that. Oh, whoa, this book of Enoch is no joke. It should be really considered legit. Like
I could read it again. I could read it like I've already done it twice, and I'm like, I could do it again.
I've done it. I'm on my third time. I didn't finish the third one. I started it the third time, but I'm like, yeah, I was like, kidding me? And the introduction, I've read 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's just so much, a wealth of it. If you could just read the intro, that's why I want to just do the introduction part, because it just breaks it down to where okay, what you're getting into and why. The why is in the introduction. You know what I mean? How it was hidden. And it's like, oh, okay. And then they have a lot of biblical references of like Book of Genesis and the different books from the Bible that I want to pull up the pages on, like KJV, NAS, or NIV.
And that's when that's when you start looking and the shit's not in your Bible.
That's why I said I want to pull it up. And then everybody can see.
I did that with fasting. I looked up a bunch of prayers for when you fast, right? And after my episode that I really wanted to get in. So trying to look them up, I had to go to another Bible. you know, this King James
Yeah.
that my neighbors gave me that I love. It's a learning Bible. It's very easy to read, but half of them weren't in there. I had to go to this big giant one my mother gave me back in 92 when I got married. And then they were in there, but they weren't in the New King James. And I was kind of bummed out about that.
See, that's why I said I'm reading. I still loyalty, whatever, refer to the King James Bible because I know that was like the one. But then when you research King James,
Well,
you get a little like, why am I reading this man's Bible?
right. So now Wilkie, it says, I think some of Enoch is legit. The reason why it's not in the Bible is because it is not written by Enoch. And my assumption about that was the reason why it's not in there is because the Jews, what Jews? I'm blank. Not the Jesuits, but the
Israelites,
the
Orthodox,
Hasidic Jews that
Hasidic Orthodox. Yeah.
And they're the ones that took it out. They're the ones that said it's not holy enough to be in there or something is what I got out of all of that, why it was taken out. So I'm not sure if that's right or not. I don't know. It's all a mystery, I guess. It was written by Jewish scholars passed down by generations. But they're the ones that took it out.
Yeah, see, I think it was written by Enoch and then it was manipulated.
Yeah, they're the ones that took it out.
That's my assumption. Of course we weren't there. We don't know.
Yeah, right.
Let me step into my time machine. I'm going to talk to Enoch and straighten this right out. I'll be right back.
Yesterday's gossip is wrong.
Yeah, it was definitely used as a historic document. But here's the thing that gets me where I was done, hook, line, and sinker sold. We go to the Bible for understanding of the universe. This is God's world that he created. We go to the Bible for understanding of the universe. The book of Enoch explained how the universe intermingles and how it's all connected. That's right, Hooper? The book of luminaries blew my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
And why take it? Because they don't want us knowing. They don't want us putting it together. That the world is bigger than what our small minds know.
I went to a church, right? And it was a church that I had a lot of symbolism and I was not happy. Okay. And so I'm sitting in the back of this lady like, oh, and they were reading from, I forgot what it was, but the verse was Book of John 6, chapter 6, verse 6. And I was like, there you go with the 666s again. I wanted to slap this lady that was speaking at the podium in the church. But anyway, let me digress. My whole point is this woman in the back with me, so, oh, that's such a nice thing. And I'm like, looking at her like I already felt a certain way, right? And now she's affirming that she's down with this. And she goes, oh, have you ever read it? I said, no, I read the Book of Enoch.
I think I've heard you say that before, that story.
I said that right to her. No, I read the Book of Enoch. Have you ever heard of it? And she was like, what's that?
Yeah. What's that? Maybe you shouldn't be speaking in church, lady.
Exactly. Like, yeah, no, I'm down with the Book of Enoch. I understand where all this is coming from with you right here. Go.
Yeah.
Demon child. Not today, not tomorrow either. I can't. But yeah, I'm telling you, it only makes sense what it does that he wrote it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why. And then don't forget, guys, what ties into the Book of Enoch? What ties into the Book of Enoch, which was just discovered, the Dead Sea Scroll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
That's why I like listening.
The Book of Jasher I have in my library. I just haven't read it yet. The Book of Jasher.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a good one. I've only read the the objective thing, the overview, excuse me. Right. But I want to get into that. That's what I'm saying. I got so much more stuff we have to do. I just need more time. Winter is coming, people. Relax.
Yeah. Hard ground and winter's coming, no work.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
might have
who's
to
this
come
one?
down here. Might have to come down here and do some work.
I know this name, Michael Hyson.
I've heard that. Where is that
Yeah.
from?
Yeah, he's like a Gary Wayne type. You remember Gary Wayne? I talked about him
Yeah.
with the Genesis 6 conspiracy.
Yeah, I know that sounds so familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, we got more stuff to get into, and we should add the Book of Jasher to one of our book clubs, Skeet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, because
I haven't
prayer
really
book.
looked into.
It's like the prayer book that Tanya was reading from with her prayer of where's Tanya? She already had to leave. We're taking back our territory, reclaiming what is ours. Remember that prayer
Right.
that Tanya was talking about? So that's a prayer book in itself. The dude, I can't remember his name, it's bothering me. But yeah.
Oh, I got some stuff.
You got the CRS too? Yeah, I can't remember shit.
I got to go hit a few places with this oil.
Yeah. That's why I learned a lot too from Gary Wayne, because you're talking or you're listening to a person that's
All right, that
done all
light's
the
so bright.
and
Look at
I'm
God
buying his
shining.
book. He's got the 2 books, the Genesis 6 conspiracy books. They're huge, but because they have a lot of reference information where he finds the stuff he's talking about. And yeah, oh, that sucks. He died, Michael. I know his name. I definitely probably read some things from him. Yeah, Hyson.
Hyson. I know, I've heard that. Maybe when I see him, I'll go, oh, that guy. I gotta look that up.
Exactly. I know, me too. I'm like, dude, I know that name. And I'm not, I think there may be 2 S's in there or something to that effect. But yeah, I think your spelling is a little bit off, but I know that name. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. So, but let's do this. Let's end our today. Here, Hooper, for you, my love.
Yeah, it's been a half hour since we said goodbye.
Oh, we're so fucked up. I'm gonna get yelled at. I was calling you. Hooper wanted to hear this Ray song, Step Into Your Power.
All you gotta do is just reach out and grab it.
I like it.
If you want it, you can have it.
Is that Isaac Cappy?
No.
You can't hear that.
Ray LaMontage.
Oh, Ray LaMontage. I love him.
Do you hear?
Yeah, I've never heard this song. I like that guy though. He's pretty good.
Yeah. I like all 70s music.
Yeah.
All you need, you're already home. It was given to you on the day that you were born.
Woo!
How do I get out
That's
of here?
a nice lyric.
You can make it real.
How do I get out of here? I gotta go.
Bye, Hoopa. Thanks
Bye.
for coming in, and good to see you. Catch you tomorrow.
Okay.
You better
See ya.
pack your apps. You better get a big bag of them. Step on up. Woo. All the tools you needed, God gave us all on the day we were born. I love that. I love that lyric, Hoopa. I love it. Thank you, Steve, for sharing that.
Getting back up is gonna make you strong. God made one like you. So come on, baby, and just do what you were born to do.
Woo!
Step into your power.
I love it.
Step into your power. Step into your power. Step into your power, child. Step into your power. Step into
step on up. You know what it reminds me of? I love it. It reminds me of this song. It's like, and the OG original version of this song. I gotta play it real quick. Hopefully I don't have the oh shiz it. Where is it? Right here. I got commercials. Yeah, they always do a commercial. But now you heard that song, right? Step into your power, child. I love it. Listen to this. Tell me it's not like the same song.
Where are you now? When darkness seems to end.
Look up, child. I think she got some influence from your song there, Ski.
Oh,
I hear you say, look up, child. I'm telling you, I don't want to say copyright, but who's hearing what I'm hearing? Where you going now, people? I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming and seeing me. Let's come back tomorrow. We got my friend Kim. She's going to be back. She's going to be on fire. She got a lot of F-bombs to drop herself. She's been holding them in for a long time. That's how ladies do. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will catch you on the flip side. God bless you. I love you. God loves you. Try to love somebody. Maybe yourself too. Take care.